You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Frustration get the better of you and make you do things you should never do. You got to keep the faith, you can't surrender. You never know, tomorrow may be brighter. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now, we gotta keep on trying. Keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. As long as you have health and strength, reaching your goal, nothing should prevent. Every time you fall, get up again. Don't sit down there like that and complain. You got to stand up and continue fighting. Don't give up, keep courage, you must win. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now, we gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Obstacles will get in the way, stumbling blocks to hinder your day, but you can't afford to let them stop you. No matter how hard it is to go through, you got to stand up and continue fighting. Endurance shall win in the ending. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, silver lining. So don't give up hope now, we gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Strong positive mind, negative thoughts, leave them behind. We got to go forward in sure certainty. Let no element humbug that
when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother. Cover my sister. Them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation, grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Trinidad. To leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those verses we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing. Pundits on each pulpit saying, oh heart and our soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, a bliss while electorals ask, how did we ever come to this? But so long we hearing, you got to stand up and be counted. But they to read. While them police busy playing hide and seek, we're facing the world when we had to read. Hey, oh yeah, save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yeah, oh yeah. In our schools, kids getting on, we're fighting, making porn. Our school girls, you won't believe, live MMA, they pulling weave. Check the vibes, they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline to Movado, mention maestro, they don't know. No morals, no ethics. There is a centrifugal black hole, Lord, we must move quick to wake their conscience and save their soul. So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be fraughting, and while church attendance real low. Protest back plus them casino, while black market prices haggling. Through a port the big guns they smuggling. Spanish women are hot like their music. Saucy salsa, human traffic, Trinidad. We can't wait. The devil making hay while we sleep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. While we look on them as more mothers who weep. We're in the world when we have to reap. Huh. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, now the nation's soul has been revealed. How they find Shannon Banfield, busy street, yes, in our city. Killed by beasts who show no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What is happening to our nation? So I pray this one infraction will propel us into action. Trinbago, the time is now. We have to take our country back while these monsters flow. We cannot run from their attack. That is why I'm still saying, time to stand up and be counted. Our young girls, they're being hunted, not for jobs by institutions, but by clubs for prostitution. While from you gas some arranging on the seas, cargo exchanging in the Gulf, drugs, guns and women, and the Coast Guard cannot stop them. Trinbago, the time is now. Look how the murder rate leap. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. Before more of our daughters they put us to sleep. Must of this world when we have to reap. Time to stand up and be counted. We must defeat this threat they've mounted. We cannot wait for no messiah. Like Nero fiddling through the fire. But while the flames we keep romancing, the grim reaper keeps advancing across the land. He casts his shadow, flashing victims to the marrow. Trinbago, the time is now. Look how the price we pay in don't steep. While some labor keep. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. We need a fresh new broom for a broad crime sweep. Must stop this world when we have to reap. Save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Say you get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. You get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that eagle eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. Say we got up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we are to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking. To get it there easy, he got to practice economy. From getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner, brother, is a terrible journey, back with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to rise up, you got to stand up. Make up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. You got to...
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, the Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. And you know, we always say, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on. You have on a pink t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt, a maroon t-shirt. Each and everyone is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 on Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatania, Xenorania, Sonoranius. Each and everyone is welcome on Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, we always say we originate, we don't imitate. We are the only program on the planet. Yes, the only program on the planet with an oath/pledge to the people that we will bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And yes, folks, that's our pledge to you, the people that listen to us here on WZYE 95.9 FM, that we'll be truthful and we will not mislead you. As a matter of fact, we will educate you. We are not here to mislead you. We are here to educate you. And that's important. The way things are going today in Trinidad and Tobago, a lot of radio programs, they are there to mislead you. Misleaders. We are not in that business. We are in the business to educate you, to inspire you for a better tomorrow. Yeah. And that's what we are here for. And we're going to do that to the best of our ability. So Uncle Tommy may be joining me a little late today. So I'm going to fly solo until he joins us. You know, he may be joining us. He might not be joining us. But, you know, he's part of this program, a big part of this program. And
He has to take care of some business. So when he's finished taking care of that business, if he can join us, he will definitely join us here on Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. So today, folks, today, uh, if you wanna call in, you will call in at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can share the live, share the live, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And don't forget, the numbers here are 973-868-1444. You can send your voice notes there as well. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we don't censor calls unless you are disrespectful or you put the radio station license in jeopardy. Each and everyone is welcome to call us here on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're not like other radio stations in Trinidad and Tobago, where they only want certain PNM callers, or they want UNC callers, or they want NTA callers. No, no, no. We're not into that. This is a democracy. This is not a democracy. It have a program, a morning program on a radio station. Them just call themselves the Titans of Democracy. They should change their name to the Titans of Democracy. Because each and everybody can call that program. And people can call and tell me whether I'm lying. Everybody cannot call that morning program called the Titans of Democracy. Everybody can't call that program. And it starts with yours truly. I can't call that program. How you could have a radio program and you only want PNM callers to call in on your program? What kind of program is that? What kind of program is that? And how could the management of that radio station allow them? They're allowing them to only take PNM callers. They have to be afraid of something. Either they're afraid they get exposed, or sometimes they're just fed up just reading the newspapers. Because it seems to me like a lot of these programs come on here and all they want to do is to read the newspapers. Or they do a little innovation, man. Be a little innovative. I mean, really and truly, we don't have much innovation in Trinidad and Tobago under this PNM government. As a matter of fact, I want to ask a question. I want to find out just one innovative idea that has been implemented in Trinidad and Tobago under this current PM Rowley-led government. One. I'm looking for one. Because I don't want to make it too difficult for the PNM people. One. I'm looking for just one alone. All that's all I want. One. All right? So the question of the day, we're starting off with that. Give me one innovative idea that's been implemented by this current PNM government over the last 9 years. That should be easy. That should be, as a station, that should be a line up. Yeah? That should be a line up. And yeah, we just have PNM listeners here and PNM callers. So I want the PNM listeners to go deep down into Balize House. They might have to go into the sub-basement in Balize House to get one innovative idea that this current government under Prime Minister Rowley, right, have implemented in Trinidad and Tobago over the last 9 years. Let me go to the chat. Mr. Intellectual was first in the chat. He says, good afternoon, Pro, Uncle T, and all villagers. Hope you all are having a super Sunday filled with only good things from the hands of God Almighty. Yeah, thank you very much. Hey, look, Miss Atlanta. Miss Atlanta, welcome. Happy Sunday to all. Yeah. Facebook user. Facebook user. I wonder who that is, boy. Let me take a guess here, will you? I go take a guess after I read this comment. It just says Facebook user, right? Good afternoon to Professor and Uncle Tommy on duty and lockdown. I ain't sure who that is now. I ain't gonna take a guess on that one. But Facebook user, good evening to you. Facebook, good afternoon to you, Facebook user. And we have another Facebook user. Great Sunday afternoon to Professor Watson and Uncle T and all viewers locked on. Enjoy your afternoon. Okay? Oh, you know what it is? Then we have another one. Good afternoon to the whole village. God is so good, like so many others. I give to Caesar Monday to Friday what belongs to him. And today I give to God my worship, my way, my time, talent, and dollar substance. How about you? Okay, okay, all right. God, good afternoon, and thank you, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and listeners. Today menu: red beans and fried rice with red beans and fried chicken with rice. I wonder if there's um that fella, you know, um I think I want to think maybe I didn't post that in today. Let me see. That's I wonder if why it's coming up like that. Anyway, let me do something real quick here. Folks, I want to do something real quick here, right? Give me a minute. And yeah. KFC, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Washit.
Good afternoon, man. How are you going?
Good afternoon, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah,
But Mr. Washit, with Uncle Tommy, he going on protest?
Now you gonna be joining us just now, man.
Because I hear a set of mass immigrants out there right now on the streets and the ball and Donald Trump. Hold your hand, hold your hand.
Eh?
Yes, all right. I did 12 o'clock news this afternoon. They sent him an election. A set of immigrants on the streets now.
Mm. Yeah.
For the first of January next year, some go stay and some go. But Mr. Washit, like they start to victimize Caribbean constituency or what?
Well,
yeah, man.
Yeah, you know. Well,
I see the show those going through a big Juve bus Saturday, going there. They put out lots of money. They pay off the police, security, bar, stage, and all kind of thing. And the commissioner says where she go all out to make sure that show thing go on. And it has some young coming artists would have be performing. They will get the money to feed the family.
Yeah.
With that song with Black Man that keep on jamming, right?
Yeah, man.
They just take a little something.
I no joke, you know. I for real, you know. I real, you know.
What's a good afternoon? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Mr. Good afternoon, and listen, and the crew down and the beat them down there. Over the Tunji, and my boy Brooklyn. And everybody locked on listening now while I inside. Love.
Yeah, man. Bless. Let me try this one here. So folks, I see a voice note coming here. Let me do something. I'm multitasking here. I'm trying to multitask here at the same time while we're doing this here. Because oh God, no. Keep everything. All right, let me do this. Let me do this real quick. Let me do this. Let me put this on. Folks, give me a minute, right? I'll be right back.
Hey, oi. Hey, oi. In Trinidad and Tobago, politics was we and them. That was never meant to be so, according to the anthem. But ethnic insecurity was maintained to divide us by some people in the country to sow the seeds of distrust. But we have fought a new system within the community. Now what used to be we and them has now become only we. From now on this nation is we. From now on it is you and I. From now on it is unity. From now on we flying high. All the races have come together to build a better country and create a brighter future for the whole society. The we and them thing is no more, because it is plain to see in this country from shore to shore the community is we. No more we and them, from now on this nation is we. No more we and them, from now on this nation is we and we and we and we. India and some came from Africa. Look today, their descendants are here, coexisting together. There are others who came here too, the Chinese, Syrians and such. Native people are just a few in this land that we love so much. But the politics of the day and the love for a party cause people to begin to say them is them and we is we. From now on this country is we. From now on we all shall be one. From now on that's how it shall be. From now on all division done. As today united we stand, the people of Trinbago, one country, one nation, one island. Chutnipan and Calypso, it's Trinidad and Tobago, better known as TNT. And we want the whole world to know we see ourselves as we. No more we and them, from now on this nation is we. No more we and them, from now on this nation is we and we and we and we.
Well, back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you. Hoping, ladies and gentlemen, one day we could get back to we and we and we. You know, no more we and them, no more we and them. Anyway, so I think what's happening here, folks, is that there is something going on with Facebook, where is that when your comment comes up, I don't see your name. So just put your name in your comment. If you're commenting on Facebook, put your name in your comment. Something going on with Facebook where it's just saying Facebook user. So put your name in the comment. Like Bijram just said, that was Bijram. Of course, Bijram talk about he having red beans and fried chicken with rice. Today's menu, boy, red beans, boy. Yeah, boy. I make a cook up yesterday, boy. Red beans, yes, boy. A red beans cook up, boy. Walton Walker says, I know this is Walton because he put his name in it. Walton says, Walton Walker is locked on duty, and locked on is the one on duty and locked on. Yeah, yeah. Walton says he's the only one, but he's the only one. The other one, I'm to the other one. All right, Dane, look, Dane name come up though. Dane, welcome. Good afternoon to you. So, folks, we have a voicemail. Let me play this voice note here. Listen to this voice note here. There we go.
Well, good afternoon again to one and all. You know, as your Chumakian friend, I wouldn't cuss you. I go tell you it's straight like 100 meters dash. You're too bloody lazy. You're too lazy. Go on the website and you will see the amount of initiatives that came on stream in the last 9 years. I am familiar, but it's too much for me now to go into it because you're going to cut me off, right? But if you go, you could pick out one.
Typical PNM. Typical PNM. You understand? Typical PNM. You know what he did? You know what he just did it? What he just did it? Yeah, he just did it. What PNM callers normally do? He put on his tutu. He put on his ballerina socks. He put on his ballerina skirt. He put on his ballerina hat. And he tipped the wrong Balize house. And on his way tiptoeing wrong Balize house, he put on his Balize eye drops. And just before he was finished, he put on his right red earplugs. He had one left, you know, but he put on his right one too. So let me ask the question again. Good day to you, Patty. Good day to you, Dane. Good day to you, Volsang. Let me ask the question again, since Patty just joined us. I am looking for one innovative idea that the current PNM party have instituted in Trinidad and Tobago over the last 9 years. One, I'm making it easy for the PNM people. Folks, the other folks, yeah. One innovative idea. One. That's all I'm looking for. One innovative idea. And then you're right, then, yeah, then you're absolutely correct, some things you have to leave alone. We don't cut off people here. Everybody knows that. We are the only program on radio to cut off people. This is one of the only program people could come and talk 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. Only program. And that fella, that PNM fella, you know what it is? Then, there is HD, right? Which is high definition. And then there is HDD, which many times apply to many of the PNM callers on radio. HDD. Them in nothing high definition, HD, no. Them in HDD. Hypocritical, deceitful, and disingenuous. Yeah? That is it. So, all right, let me go. Let me see if we can scrape the bottom of the barrel. Patty, please, you PNM Fox party, I expect to hear from you all. You hear the Gordon Joseph just try again, talking about go and Google it. Ask us a plain question. One innovative idea that the current PNM government have instituted in Trinidad and Tobago over the last 9 years. There we go. Capitan say wall in both say 20,000 a month used to buy gas. Okay. Facebook user watching from Brooklyn, New York. I wonder if that is oh God, I forget her name. Yes, tell me your name. Watching from Brooklyn. Put your name in the chat. Those make $3 million disappear. Hey, that might be an innovative idea, Make it, Mr. Intellectual, making $3 billion disappear. That is innovation, eh? But now we're not looking for that kind of innovation. We're not making for that kind of innovation. Capitan say, agro processing in Moruga. That innovative, Capitan? Come on now. No. You gotta come better than that, Capitan. Yeah, if you're careless, you're making excuses. You're making all kind of excuses. And the thing about it, all I say is one, one. I only want one. Now here, Patty. Wall, your question is missing something. In which area? Patty, any area, don't matter. One, don't matter. If you want to go any area, that's how broad it is. Any area you want. Any area, Patty, any area. You doesn't matter. Facebook user, good afternoon. So folks, somehow Facebook not recording your name. Oh, here another innovative one. The rich must get richer. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Yeah. Agro processing. How much processing take? Talk about innovation, Huh? Yeah. Them only like facts, watch. Don't facts. They ain't want no facts. Boy, I know, boy. Patricia must be calling she MP. Patricia, call your MP. Call your MP. Call them. Ask them for one innovative idea. One. We only want one. One. 200 people get land for agriculture. That is innovation. That is innovation. People get land for agriculture before. It's not new. I'm talking about that innovative idea. Come on, all you. Give me an innovative idea. One. I'm looking for one. Patty, please call your other PNM friends and see if they could scrape the bottom of the barrel to come up with one. I, Patricia, hope you're having a super Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, Facebook user, they go blame your opposition for that. Because they couldn't come up with one innovative idea. One, But nah. Nah, that is very disappointing. Very disappointing that you could ask people for one innovative idea that a party has put forward in 9 years, and the supporters of that party cannot come up with one, the best a fella could do is go and Google it. That's the best he could do. And reminds a digital borough. But that digital place all across the world. That is innovation. Eh? Oh God. Capital boy. I remember the dial it have Wi-Fi. Oh God. Well, I don't know, boy. Capitan mean the homestead program. It includes certification, hands-on training, and space. Patty, please, please. That is an innovative program. Well, you know what? Let, 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 let me tell all you what innovation means, right? Let me tell all you. I will tell you all what innovation means. Since it seemed like we didn't understand when we talk about innovation, right? We are looking for ideas, innovative ideas, and new ideas. New ideas. It's like, when you're teaching, you have something called first mover advantage. Innovative idea. Innovative. You can't see, you see, I'm so glad I did not put 9 or 1. What do you mean? Oh God! Elias! Uh, Wall Street, stop playing smart with foolishness. All right? All right, then, Olia. Since I said, when I said, okay, and an example. All right? I want to do something. All right? Okay. So 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 let me give an example of innovation. Right? The smartphone. Yeah? That's an example of innovation. That's innovative. So Patty, go back to the well again. Go back to the well and come back. Go back to the well and come back. And here, this had to be this had to be Gordon Joseph. Okay, so you're going to give one that the UNC bring in the last 9 years. Wait, but like what they give to eat, and drink? UNC in power? UNC haven't been in power for like about what 9 years? And that's the best you could come up with? All right. Oh God, look, Capitan scraping the bottom of the barrel. Property taxes, cheapest in the Western Hemisphere. Yeah? Okay. Most ideas are copied from other ideas. The innovative part is making it work for your environment. Patty, come on now, man. Oh God. I asked only for one. Nobody come up with one yet. Tobago don't have to pay any. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome. All right. Look, Mr. Intellectual, come up with one. Here is one pro. Brian, going to restart the live sport program. Okay. Alicia, welcome. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Dean. Free internet by the dial is innovation. That is innovation P&M style. That is P&M innovation. Okay. Old age pension people don't have to line up digitally. Transfer their pension. Okay. They don't have to line up? Really? Okay. All right. Anne Marie, welcome. Anne Coot, welcome. So, folks, the question today is, the question of the day is, we are trying to find one innovative idea that the current PNM government have instituted over the last 9 years. One innovative idea. Okay, look, Patty, come and try again. The manufacturing warehouse, which external come and rent space with local labor. Say that one again. The manufacturing warehouse, which I guess outside people come and rent space with local labor. That is innovation. That is innovation. Patty, go and try again. Call Mr. Bingo, or call Mr. Rooster. Call one of them and ask them. Okay, next one. The online textbook which is coming soon. That is innovation. That is innovation. Oh, online text. Oh God. You know. Oh God. Elias. Online textbook is innovation. Patty scraping the bottom of the barrel. KFC, welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Washit. Win yourself for the comment. Let's give me a break, man. But Mr. Washit. Yesterday afternoon, I was watching the news with the young police officer who lost his life in the line of duty.
Yeah.
The next party, the UNC, then was a money about 100 and something for them.
Say that again?
Like how the officer there.
Right. Yeah, they had some. They had some type of policy. They were supposed to get something, the family.
Well, when the Minister of National Security talk nothing about that, and the commissioner to give the family.
Oh, okay. I hear nothing about that either, you know.
Yeah, they can compensate because you get shot in line of duty. So your family will get it.
Nah, do you have any policy under this government for that? Them have any policy?
Get the rich richer and the poor make opportunities to the poor.
KFC, if you have any...
I listened to a man yesterday on 91.9. But your partner, but they're calling the partner, Pastor Google, but you congratulate the government for the Tobago.
The airport.
Tobago,
the airport. Yeah, the airport.
And the block in Port of Spain General Hospital.
Yeah.
Instead of grab at scrums, boy.
Scrums, you're being generous.
But that didn't finish as yet.
But it didn't finish yet. And them, you know, KFC.
Is that pie in the sky or?
Boy, just like how I asked the question to the PNM listeners and callers, give me one innovative idea the PNM have instituted over the last 9 years. They're grasping for straws, scrums.
Well, I know your good friend Gordon Joseph, their party, big draws, and the rest of PNM, the phone letters open for them, so they will give you some. They'll keep you up to date now, boy. Because we forget to know what shit.
Yeah, correct is right. I forget too. That's why I want to find out one.
Yeah. Well, I could always remember right now. The question they asking from the PNM. Gordon Joseph, okay, I call him just now, man. I go read all the rap shit.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Yeah.
So, folks, I'm spending this time trying to get one. All right. Mr. Intellectual said the Dragon Gas deal. Nah. I know you're trying to help them, Mr. Intellectual. Nah. Let me see. Dane says free Wi-Fi was in public space. Free Wi-Fi was in public space was in PNM 2015 manifesto. It took 9 years. That innovation at the fullest. Oh God! Free Wi-Fi. Mr. Point 40, welcome. Mr. Point 40, before you make a contribution, could you help the PNM people and get them one innovative idea that the PNM have come up with in the last 9 years? One, can you help them?
All right. Let me go back to COVID. We tell the working class if all ain't going to take that vaccine, all ain't no work to get. And two, tell the pensioners and them if all ain't going to take the vaccine, all ain't getting no pension. And our pensioners in the rain, we are private contractor to come and lend them chairs and umbrella and tent and things for them to wait and want to take the vaccine.
Yeah. You know, I now remember that, boy. Yeah. Yeah, boy. That's PNM innovation right there. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That first rate, you know, that first rate PNM innovation right there. Definitely. Yeah. Thanks for that one. Yeah. That's a good one. Go ahead. Make your contribution.
Right. So, well, shit, I want to say something. Brooklyn, you posted up a video on Facebook there yesterday. And I messaged you to find out if that video is true because Wall Street has sent a video to you also, where Trump was saying something about Rowley and Trinidad and Tobago, and he was not dealing with them. I want to see where I can get that press conference where we actually say that.
Nah.
I want to be on solid ground.
Listen. Point 14. You see that video?
Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
That point video is artificial intelligence.
Okay.
That is artificial intelligence. I get that. But me, I ain't posting that. I ain't posting that.
Okay.
Because I artificial intelligence.
Because I was watching the background and I found it was looking kind of shady too now.
Yeah. That is artificial intelligence. Listen to this, what we try to do here at WZYE 95.9 FM, we really believe that. Let me give you an next example. There is an article going around on Facebook with respect to a person called Honorable. Let me see if I can get it for you. Honorable something from Guyana. Let me tell you what it is. Hold on a minute. And I had a back and forth with a good friend to show him that information was misleading. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me see if I get it. All right, look at here. I'll go read it for you. And we had a back and forth. Listen to this, right? It's a fella called Honorable William Lockhart. He's from Guyana. And he was making a comparison to his credit card limit in Guyana and your credit card limit in Trinidad. But he made one big error. He said a few years ago, TT $1 was equivalent to Guyanese $30. But now, TT $1 is worth only 19 Guyanese dollars. I fact-checked that, and that was incorrect. So if that is incorrect, mean to say that this fella, and plus I fact-checked the fella, and he's not a reliable source. Put it that way.
Okay.
You understand? So that information there with respect to what the president-elect Donald Trump is saying, that is artificial intelligence.
I watch it, but I want to say this before I go.
Yeah, man.
So the banks right now limiting the amount of US they have on their card right now, right?
Yeah.
And they say it have a possibility it might have a little food shortage around the Christmas season.
Correct.
Right? But I tell people this thing, you have to look at this thing way further than that, because the last time I checked, Sri Lanka economy went down. It's because the government didn't have no money was bringing gas to in the country. So Rowley and them buying gas to the outside market and not having it stored in no storage tank, nowhere in Trinidad and Tobago, because the gas is then coming from outside straight to the gas station.
Yeah.
So just now, people go out of feel it in the gas station, and I tell them, when they hear you go and buy a tank of cooking gas and they tell them where we are none today, you go back next week, they tell we are none. There people go realize how serious this thing is. Because Rowley and them and the PNM, past PNM in Point 40 there, have a set of tanks sitting down there rotting, where they can use to store oil and gas. You understand, to benefit the country of Trinidad and Tobago and neighboring countries. But no, according to Rowley, make the rich get richer and the poor, the poor will get something, and the poor have to come out of poverty. But that is what causing the crime too, because the poor right now lashing out at the society. Because Rowley and them fail to put systems in place to reduce the unemployment. Because underneath Kamala, you know much young people I have get work when OAS was building the highway from San Fernando to Point 40. I work on that project. I help a lot of people get work. the money used to be small, but it had benefits along the line. When they work for about 9 months, they have a back pay to get and a pay increase. They have no construction site right now where they just give a pay increase every 6 or 9 months. So when you start to work as a tradesman, let's say for $20 an hour, within 2 to 3 years' time, your money could be 40 something, 50 something dollars an hour. That's how it was in 2 years. You understand?
Yeah, man.
But people didn't understand what it is we have because you know why? The well run dry. So we all let them continue to sell people dreams. And when they realize it's a dream, there's well over that right now, then realize what a horror movie I was in. That is the level and the mental this PNN government putting the people at Trinidad and Tobago in. Lockdown and listening Wall Street.
Bless. So folks, we're gonna go for the break. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Stick and stay. Don't forget, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, on X. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. We'll be right back after this. Stick and stay.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Big one. Oh, yeah, that's big one. So, that is a gun. Listen to me. Hear me now. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. One more time. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I feel me a coffin. I'm making my home because that is my only choice this kind of life. I leave it alone because when I look around and I see man living in the daughters, mercilessly, man living with man, woman with woman. So how must I live? I can't understand. Look, I'm frightened to live. Well, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. A bandit in my face with a gun. Take my guns and began to run. I'm in the station reporting what the bandit do. I was the same bandit I was reporting to. Look, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. One more time, come again. I'm frightened to live. Hey, I'm frightened to live. Hear me now. It is so obnoxious when I look around. Things I just hear and see. My God, how could I go on? Children killing children every day. Parents guiding their children to go astray. Tell me how those youths getting all those guns and where in the world those guns coming from? You see, I'm frightened to live. Where you? I'm frightened to live. You come again. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Hear this. If in my ceiling they find coke and gun, it's my whole family they carrying down. But if the police get caught with the same refrain, all they getting is transfer to do crime again. You see, I'm frightened to live. Hey, I'm frightened to live. Sing. I ain't no guys. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Music. Now you see this verse? This verse is my verse. I want to listen to my verse. If our child could die by the hands of a bandit, police may halfway search, they may never catch a culprit. But if Mr. Big Man child end up dead, they're going to paint the old damn red, putting out all force and energy, finding the killer immediately. So how must I live? Well, I'm frightened to live. Come again, I'm frightened to live. Hey, hear this, hey. I told the church, that's the answer. Listening to peace on the altar, while taking in the words of the Almighty. You know the peace, felt in sweet, I mean, is the frightened to live. Well, I frighten the live. Sing. Come again, let me hear. I frighten the live. Hey, I frighten. One more time, one more time, one more time. Yeah.
And of course, that is the man himself, Impulse Boy. I have to tell you, it are plenty people in Trinidad that they frightened to live under this PNM government. Under this Prime Minister Rowley-led government, people in Trinidad frightened to live. They're frightened to live, no doubt about it, yeah.
Oh, right back at you. It's the Kid 50 Cent.
This is your boy WZYE, baby.
Yo, what it does, this your homie Rick Ross.
This is your boy Gucci Man LaFleur.
You're in the mix with Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
It's crazy, you heard me?
Hey, I'm Ariana Grande. Hey, yo, this Cardi B. What's up? It's Megan Thee Stallion.
You're in the mix with Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Check this out, it's DJ Khaled.
This is Post Malone. Yes, that little Chico Pitbull.
You're in the mix with Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. You are listening to Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street on WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening.
Yeah, Mover Defender, welcome. Mover Defender.
Yes, good evening, Uncle Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, wherever he is.
Yeah, man.
Wall Street. What KFC was trying to talk about is Kamala Prasad disaster. Any police officer that any line of duty was getting $1 million.
Yeah. I remember that.
And the new government movement. Anyway, I see a man get party a new name. He calls it Chatty Party. So I find that someone have a little ring to it. So I'm going to help out my friend Chatty Party with some one innovative thing the PNM have done. Let me be biased, watch. Let me be balanced. PNM is the first government having issues with the Auditor General. Go on to the Privy Council. And the Privy Council don't even want to hear submissions from the defense. And the first time I heard that in history.
That innovation.
First time.
That PNM innovation. That PNM innovation.
Like, but that PNM innovation, like the first time I ever heard.
Yeah. That innovation.
First time I see. And what should we have 2 senior counsels, right?
Yeah.
2 senior counsels. The law didn't even want to hear a word from the defense. First, the case was weak. And Wall Street, one other thing I need to bring to your attention, we already know, Wall Street, why is the Minister of Finance is not being investigated according to the laws? Allegation, not allegation, but because I say allegation, that's a serious. That is a time in this country. If nobody takes it serious, Wall Street, because the laws asking why he's not investigated. Pick it up.
But Mover Defender,
so
I want to go one step further. And I want to agree with Senior Counsel Israel Khan. Colin Booth should tender his resignation. And right behind him should be the Attorney General Reginald Armour. Both of them.
Limo, was she do lie in the court in Florida?
Yeah.
Limo?
Yeah. Both of them. I think Sparrow have a song called Both of Them. Both of them need to resign forthwith. Both of them.
I want to Chatty Party go agree with you, Wall Street.
You party go party PNM resign.
Wall Street, let me get you the benefit of action, please. You
action. All right.
If she agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah, later.
Cool. Yeah. So I was told to ask Patty a question. Patty, the question is, should the Minister of Finance, Colin Booth, and the Attorney General, Reginald Armour, resign for the disaster that happens? The disaster that happened with the Privy Council and the Auditor General. Should they resign? Patty, please take your time. Take your time. Put on the glass. Take off your ballerina socks. Take off your left red earplugs. Wash out your eyes with your Balize eye drops. Take out your Balize contact lenses. And I want you to see clearly. And I want you to hear clearly. All right? We'll wait for your response. Thank you. Capitan said no property tax for him. Who is that? Party says Wall Street, you're a mess because they're playing on that word innovation. Oh, I playing on that word innovation. Innovation is innovation. Innovation is innovation. You can't be coming with things that are done already and making that is innovative. All right. Patty, let me help you. Let's say you come with the agriculture thing, right? Already done. But you have to bring it in a way where it's now improved, totally improved. You can't just regurgitate something and bring it back. You know what I like? Them recycled politicians in Trinidad and Tobago. You think when you recycle them, they're coming back different? You think so? Oh God. All right. Somebody write innovation here. Let me see. Wall Street, let me tell them what innovation means. In a country setting, innovation means developing practical solutions to improve real life, enhance agriculture, and sustain local economies. This can involve introducing new farming techniques, creating efficient water management system, using renewable energy. Oh God, boy, this person the nail on the head, boy. Caller, you have to put your name in the chat. I to give you a round of applause, boy. Yeah, whoever that is. Caller, you have to get a round of applause. This is what we're talking about. When we talk about innovation, Patty, let me start from the beginning. Let me start over. Wall Street, let me tell them what innovation means. In a country setting, innovation means developing practical solutions to improve real life. 1. 2. Enhance agriculture. Enhance. Yes, you would. Enhance. Right? Don't come and give me a piece of land and tell me, hey, go over there, take a shovel and a fork and go and dig up that land and plant some yam or cassava, plant some fig, plant some dasheen, and wait 10 months for it to grow. Oh, God! That is innovation, P&M style. Get your piece of land, get your shovel, get your fork, get your pickaxe, until, hey, go out there, boy. Dig up that land, plant some dasheen, plant some yam, plant some fig, right? And wait for it to grow. That is innovation, P&M style. Anyway, let me continue. 3, and sustain local economies. This can involve introducing new farming techniques. Yes. Creating efficient water management system. Here we go. Using renewable energy. Here we go. Or improving access to healthcare and education. Whoever that is, let me get you a round of applause. Let me finish it. Innovation here is about adapting resources and ideas to meet the unique needs of the community, driving growth and improving, I'm going to add to this, improving the quality of life. Facebook user, whoever you are, take this. You're getting the full 100. 100%. Patty and them couldn't come up with that. They couldn't come up with that. No, they couldn't come up with that. You had to come up. Facebook user, whoever put up that chat, please put your name. Please put your name in the chat. Please put your name. That is what innovation. That is what we're talking about. Innovation. Boy, I think when you talk about innovation with the P&M, you have to take out the in and just put novation. Oh, God. Yeah. Novation. That is what it is. Yeah, Patty. Novation. That is it. Online textbook, but no laptops for children. Oh, God. Patty says, Dane, everyone has devices since COVID. Stoops. But who introduced laptop for kids? Who introduced that party? Let's be honest now. Who introduced that? Jazz Festival in Tobago. You know, Capitan. But that wasn't under the PNM though, you know. That I think Capitan, I think that could fall as innovation, you know. Yeah. But the PNM didn't introduce that. Sorry. Keep trying, Capitan. Keep trying. Come again. PNM didn't introduce that. 6 officers' families waiting. They can't get it because they don't have letters of administration. Patty says, Wall Street, answer your own question because you're moving the goalposts. Okay. All right. Electronic method to pay traffic tickets. I know innovation. Forget about that. I know innovation. They have that all across the place. All across the place. Everyone in, you're listening to yourself. Oh God, they call shit chatty party boy. Yeah? That caller is jokes. Denise says, didn't they facilitate online banking and free Wi-Fi? But Denise, that's not innovation. Look how long we doing online banking in America. Look how long and Wi-Fi and free Wi-Fi. You go and sit down in Starbucks, you get free Wi-Fi. You go sit down in many of them places, they get free Wi-Fi. People just go and just sit down out there, right? And get free Wi-Fi. That is no. Come on, Denise, you gotta come better than that. You're too intelligent for that. I don't want you go down to them PNM people level, Denise. Don't lower your standard, Denise. Raise your standard. Raise your standard, Denise. You and your party so elitist. Okay. Somebody says Wall Street innovation by the PNM. He closed down Petrotrin. I want and we have something on that. Only hear this one. The Minister of Finance said of all the forex Petrotrin was earning, the man threw the PNM government under the bus. When I hear that, people that say you almost fall off. I fell off my chair for the man to say that. Oh, as a matter of fact, now let me go through the chat first. We go come back to the videos, folks. Yeah, closing down Petrotrin. And you know what's the sad part, boy? PNM people that say, boy, they didn't close Petrotrin, it only restructure. But hear what the Minister of Finance says. The Prime Minister Rowley also said it. But the PNM followers saying they restructure Petrotrin. They didn't close it down, they restructure it. The Prime Minister said they close it down. The Minister of Finance said they close it down. But the PNM callers saying they restructure it. Which one is it? Is it closed or is it restructured? You can't be half pregnant, you know? No, you can't. Bandmayor, welcome. All don't get tired of complaining. Do you all know what is the role of the opposition? Now, where is the opposition to help all you? Bandmayor, what are you talking about? What are you really to be talking about? I don't know, but Rishi, welcome. Massive earthquake 6.9 just hit Cuba. Looking at reports now. Hey, thanks for that information. Albert, welcome. Rishi says, where's Tommy? Tommy should be joining us. Hopefully, right? Talk about the big function canceling beat. You talking about it? Yeah. And there was the other function where the fella pay $170,000 for some police officers to work and all of them things. I mean, I'm thinking putting food on people's table. Wall Street, I fully explained the difference. Wall Street, I fully explained to you the difference with the new program, Stoops. What did you explain? What did you explain? They know how to use pickaxe and a hoe and a shovel, Patty, to go and dig up the land. That is the difference. What is the difference? I don't know. I know. See where you explain the difference. Caribbean Soul, welcome. Wall Street, I went out. How is it possible for them to have no soil to plant but have water pump on soil with miles of farming. Something wrong with Trini, you know. You hear that, Patty? I went out. How is it possible for them here to have no soil to plant, but have water pump on soil with miles of farming? Something wrong with Trini. Right? Caribbean Soca. That Facebook user is Patricia. She just don't want to pay them friends make her. Oh God. Nobody defend that will come back.
That's it.
Yeah.
I want to come back in, right? Two things. I don't know if you know that tonight, all the prime minister said, as of midnight tonight, the desalination plant is going to shut down.
Yeah.
And over 300 and something thousand people are being affected for 5 days.
Yeah.
Also,
that is innovation. That is innovation.
Yeah, that is innovation.
That is
innovation.
innovation.
Is the greatest.
Yeah.
But Wall Street, Mr. String Chatty Party now say no, he should resign because he is attempting to find out what caused the issue. Wall Street, you can make that up. He shouldn't resign because he's trying to find with the money what caused the problem. Wall Street. So these law lords, right? These law lords, these bright individuals saying, why is the finance minister? All right, let me ask you a different question, Wall Street. Let me ask you a different question. Party, through you, Wall Street, Mr. Speaker, through you.
Yeah. You have the floor.
Party,
you have the floor. You have the floor.
Huh?
You have the floor. You have the floor.
Thank you. Party, through you, Mr. Speaker, do you think the finance minister should be investigated? Or should action from that, please?
All right, definitely.
Listen up here.
Yeah, man. Honorable Patty. Honorable Patty. I'm on my feet. Do you believe, Honorable Patty, that the Minister of Finance, Colin Wood, should be investigated for what happened with the Auditor General? That's the question to you. Airport Piago has bid to ensure that passengers are cleanly on the flights. Petrotrin is making a profit. Back to the case. The case is about the Ministry of Finance investigating what caused the issue. Okay. All right. Oh God. Patty said no, he shouldn't resign because he is attempting to find out what caused the issue. All requirements was met by the Ministry of Finance and the profit that was understated was accounted for. Oh God. All right. All right. So folks, let's go to some videos we have here that we want to play and give you some information, right? Because what's happening in Trinidad and Tobago is just unbelievable. Eh? And you know, the sad part is that people trying to defend these type of things. They're trying to defend it by any means necessary. So listen to this. Listen to what in the Minister of Finance words, right? How we throw the PNM government under the bus. Yeah. Throw them under the bus. And I kind of worried about the Minister of Finance, and since he stopped acting as the Prime Minister, he's starting to kind of say things now, you know. He's starting to talk. You understand? So I just say, you know how them fellas and them just be when they ain't getting the way. Yeah? So take a listen to this.
You live in a country in which foreign exchange is very difficult to get. Yeah, sometimes. You are satisfied enough about the quality of this proposal that you're willing to tell Petrotrin, I don't want your $700 million check, US $1 million check. I'm only concerned about getting this refinery restarted as quickly as possible.
I'll explain why. We have to give Barrier Fuel Trading $20 million US a month. for the importation of fuel. 250 million US a year.
Hear that? 250 million US a year. That's what he said, eh? Right? Listen.
If the refinery is restarted, then that obligation on the part of the Ministry of Finance will disappear.
Hear that? If the refinery was to be restarted, the 200 and something million dollars that's responsibility of the Ministry of Finance disappears. You all get that? Do you all understand what that man just said? Let me repeat that. Eh? You all have to listen, listen. Listen carefully. Eh?
Patriotic. I don't want your $700 million check, US $1 million check. I'm only concerned about getting this refinery restarted as quickly as possible.
I'll explain why. We have to give area fuel trading 20 million US a month.
Yeah, he said 20 million US a month. Eh? Okay.
250 million US a year.
250 million US a year. His maths, eh? Right? Let's go.
If the refinery is restarted, then that obligation on the part of the Ministry of Finance will disappear.
Yep. That obligation on behalf of the Ministry of Finance will disappear. Only make it make sense, you know.
So again, understand our focus is on the restart of the refinery. There are several benefits to it. One is
there are several benefits to restarting the refinery. Listen to this. Eh? You close down a refinery, and then years later, you come in to tell the people there are several benefits to you restarting the refinery that you closed down. Only make it make sense now. You know, I always say here, once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't put it back in.
As I said, an improvement of our national GDP, and the other is the fact that we should be looked at foreign exchange requirement, but we have to give barriers to that.
Say that you refer to the fact that the 20 million US you have to give Haria, is it on a monthly basis?
Yes.
And you said that will disappear with the.
But we didn't have to give that before.
Yeah, that they didn't have to give it before, right?
When the refinery being operated, they didn't have foreign exchange from sales.
Oh my! When the refinery was in operation, they owned enough forex from sales. You closed down a major owner of forex in the country. You all understand what's happening here? You all understand?
So that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products, from fuel, from gasoline and diesel, than it cost them to purchase the crude to put through the refinery. So they were net foreign exchange. So
they were net foreign exchange owner.
That one of the things we expect to come out of this is that we no longer would have to provide many of those companies, including the operator of the refinery, with foreign exchange to import fuel.
Did you all hear that? And you know what I say? First thing I want to say, hey, them fellas and them, yeah, them only want to talk about this and talk about that. Just imagine that. You closed down a refinery that was a major owner of forex in the country, and you had to put out over $200 million a year to Paria, and they're telling me that. Boy, that's sad, man. This is sad. Yeah. Okay, they're calling. She chatty patty can be reached by any means necessary. When did Imbert say that? When did he say that? Who cares when he said it? He said he said it. No, look at say we trying to we make that up. That was no AI, eh? That was Imbo's voice. Listen, they had a press conference this week. The Ministry of Finance had a press conference this week. You missed that? Eh? Richie says, Wall Street, you know, it have people think if you leave Trini, you'll fall off. The guess you'll fall off. Guess that's why they think. So if you get none to compare it to, you'll never know better. Okay. All right. So they ask you a question. Okay. All right. Okay. Over the Caribbean Soul said, this is a slap in the face, but yeah, the PNM supporter will still come and say Petrotrin was losing money. Yeah, Caribbean Soul like that, and that is the point, you know. The man come to the people. Boy, I tell you, 36 years ago before I get married, my mother-in-law told me a lie has no memory. Them fellas lying so much, This PNM government, they just lie so much. A fish doesn't rotten from the tail. They take the cue from the leader. When the leader lies to the public, lies to the population, they have to come to and lie to the population. Right? Let me ask you on our next question. I'm not going to try to put words in your mouth. Who is the most disrespectful prime minister in the history of Trinidad and Tobago? Who is the most, who is or has been, who is or has been the most disrespectful prime minister in the history of Trinidad and Tobago? That's the next question. These are easy questions, you know. Who is or has been? Let me go with who has been. Who has been the most disrespectful prime minister in the history of Trinidad and Tobago? Who? I'm looking for answers. I'm looking for answers. Yeah? Because I asked a fella a question the other day, and he run we wrong the mulberry bush. He run we wrong the Balize house. He run we wrong the savannah. He put on his tutu. And the man went to gymnastics. He went to the Olympics and do gymnastics. And boy, if you see him on the balance beam, the only thing he do was to fall off. All right. So this person says, these are statements that should have the people on the streets calling for the government to step down. The Privy Council must want to know what type of people we are. The Privy Council already know. And folks, that's what I've told you all. I've told you, do not allow the PNM to bring the CCJ to Trinidad and Tobago. They go corrupt that too. The PNM, this current PNM, have corrupted many independent institutions in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, I saw a report too where the Integrity Commission says certain among the people in the THA didn't file their statement that was supposed to file. And I'm asking myself the question, had to be the PNM do that investigation. And they're trying to victimize again those people in the THA in Tobago. Had to be. How come they're not investigating if, let me ask this question. Have they ever investigated PNM MPs for not filing their statements? How come they're going to the THA? How come? You know, man. I don't get that. Did you all see that? I saw that. That's the first thing I asked myself. I said, well, wait now, boy. Them leaving, or maybe they did, and they just haven't publicized it. Maybe the Integrity Commission did an investigation into current sitting MPs in the parliament in Trinidad who haven't filed their documents, but they just haven't released it as yet. Maybe they did that. Maybe they did. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm excellent. Caller, could I ask you a question?
Yeah, that's it. to search to get the answer, but you answer my question yet. You want to ask me one. You just enjoy throwing off people. Eh? Go ahead. You're over 21. Go ahead. Ask me anything. Hope it's relevant, though.
Who would you say has been the most disrespectful prime minister in the history of Trinidad and Tobago?
That hard. Because each one of them, except Mr. Robinson and Mr. Chambers, each one of them said things that I saw was very, very harsh and not necessary. So I can't say which one was the worst in terms of making statement. Comprehend?
Yeah, go ahead, no problem. Go ahead, I'm listening. Make your contribution.
Yeah. But I feel it have PNM people who might say is Dr. Eric Williams. Because he's the only one who was brave enough to say, let the Jack finish it for me. Okay. Brave.
All right.
Anyhow, I want to start by commending you because you fact check things and you bring it out. And that is exactly what we, the country lovers, like to hear and to see, and not just going down this road or going down that road. I want to commend you for that.
What did I fact check,
based
Caller?
on what I've heard and seen.
Caller, what did
Pardon?
I fact check? What was the latest I fact check? I know.
The video that somebody wants you to check out and they want you to play and think, I think is our friend from Point 14 and I think Brooklyn.
You see, Caller, let me say this, Caller. You see, if you don't go to the Olympics and do gymnastics, you will realize that we here strive.
If you didn't what? If what?
If you don't go to the Olympics and do gymnastics.
Yeah.
Because you just be on the balance beam quite a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We here strive to have ethics in what we talk about.
Careful. Go ahead, but just be careful.
No, we believe in ethics. And if I believe something doesn't seem to be kosher, let me tell you the next question. We have the other document that they sent to me. Yeah, no, I'm going to let you make your contribution.
Because just now you're going to say, well,
no, I'm going to let you make your contribution. I'll let you make your contribution. I was also sent something with the Honorable Mr. from Guyana talking about the conversion of TT dollars to Guyanese dollars. And I fact checked it. And I see it was inaccurate. And I never posted it.
That's unfortunate.
No, that is good.
That is unfortunate. Once it's truth and is relevant, I feel, put it up there, man. Let the chips fall where they may.
Nah.
You understand?
Nah.
Because your Chumakian friend, as I told you already, there are some things that matters to me, and there are some things that don't really matter to me. So when anybody misbehave, it doesn't matter to me what color shirt they does wear. Put them before the court, and then let whatever is in place with the law, let them deal with that. That they run by Privy Council, by Povo Council, by this council, that council. I don't care. Anybody. Okay? Once it is truth and it is relevant truth, put it out there because I had nobody to breaks for. I not even breaks in for my family. If they do something stupid, especially if they've been cautioned or warned about, Papa, you just have to face the music. I will help you with the pain that's supposed to come thereafter. But you have to face your music. We always tell our three boys that. You understand? Yeah, so let me continue and see if I could finish my contribution. I am hearing that song playing over and over and over. I'm frightened to live. And the other day somebody did a remix, which still needs some working on. But he ain't no Calypsonian, so you understand? Right. And always used to be hearing things like, hey, Trinidad boy, you can't even go and jog. I trying to understand a man going to jog, you coal and thing wrong your neck. This is Trinidad and Tobago. This is where we reach. But you feel I don't have goal and thing? But you have time and place. You understand? Time and place. Right? One day, I forget that thing wrong my neck. And I in tongue and a friend come to me, hey, what you doing with that? Wait. And it's then I realized, and I didn't even realize, so I don't know if that's what happened with the runner. You understand? But I am going in the savannah, and sometimes when I go in the savannah, the place dark, you know? And people are running there, people are jogging there. So it's not like if, boy, this place gets so bad, so ugly, so stupid, so reckless that you can't even go and jog, according to my friend trying to make it look and make it seems. But yet still, with my ears, I think he just put a collar to it or something. So maybe the red and the yellow ears, I hear him saying, he frightened to leave home. I said, but what the hell is this boy? This man in Trinidad? Or he in America? He frightened to leave home because if you run a light, which is supposed to be something illegal, which is supposed to be something illegal in Trinidad. I don't know if that's how it is in America. He frightened if you run a light, they might post his tail back to Trinidad. I said, but wait now, this is what the man singing about. But he didn't come across like that. He come across like, boy, Trinidad so bad, Trinidad so thing, you have to be frightened to leave home. You have to. But here what he's saying, I done with that point. I move on to my next point. Everybody have a responsibility for however a country go. Whether you have money or you don't have money. Whether you have good health or you don't have good health. Whether you're educated or you're not educated. Everybody have because it have people who are educated and doing real stupidness. And it have people who are not educated and doing real stupidness. So it doesn't matter your status. You have a responsibility. What is unfortunate in Trinidad and Tobago and has become cultured is that there are those who pointing finger at a next one or a next set, and they are doing the same thing or even worse. For example, this man, criminologist, he assess what is fueling the crime in the Shogunas area, and I guess I don't think he means Shogunas alone. Where men are telling you, you have to give them money, just so, you must just give them money, and everything will be all right with you. And they're probably telling you a figure and all kind of thing. You understand? So I am one of those who always looking to make suggestions. I am saying, oh gosh, police, or they just set up some sting now. Just set up some sting operation and we could catch these fellas and these ladies. That wouldn't be hard. Because I remember right after Dolce was removed from the earth, there were a lot of criminal activities, killing and so on, kidnapping and all kind of thing. And some of the assessors, what they said was that is related because this people took the opportunity to borrow money from this man, borrow money. So when the time come to pay now, they thought, well, he did and gone. No, it had people who know about it and they come to collect. So I'm saying we have to fix this. We can't point at the PNM. We can't point at the UNC. We can't point at the NTA. It had to start with us. You understand?
Thank you.
And once it starts with us, it will end with them because they will know, hey, if I play the fool, they won't vote me.
Thank you.
You understand?
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Man, I don't understand. You come and try to pull the PLM out. How you go pull out the government of a country, boy? How you go take away responsibility of crime in a country from the government of the country? Look. It's a good thing we just only get round of applause here, we don't give other things. I'm telling you. But folks, let's listen to why Imbud and Armour should resign. Yeah? Even though PNM people are saying, oh, them fellas didn't do nothing. What did they resign for? What are they resigning for? They didn't do nothing. Caller, welcome. Caller.
One shit.
Yeah.
One shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will you do my favor. I will you do my favor. You have to do it today. I will you do my favor. To level the playing field. When they get a chance, right? Go back and check the PNM campaigning before the 2015 election and then see what it is they campaign on back then if they're doing it today. Lockdown and listen.
Yeah, man. Point 14, I do that already, you know. I do that already. But I could do it again. I could do it again. Many of the promises were not kept. Many of the promises. Look, listen here, folks. I can say this, one thing, you see some of the promises that Donald Trump made before the election, there's a great possibility, whether those promises are positive or negative, that he's going to stand by those promises and implement those promises. Right? He's going to do that. And, you know, you can't be upset because those are the promises he made to the people. And the people know, they knew ahead of time what these are my campaign promises. So if he implement them, you can't be, I mean, you could be upset, but he tell you what he was going to do ahead of time and he did it. P&M, different story. Different story. So folks, I want you all to listen to this. Take a listen to this. Take a listen to this.
Should resign. Thursday's ruling by the Privy Council allowing embattled Auditor General Jaiwandi Ramdas to pursue a case over a cabinet-appointed probe into the handling of a misrepresentation of revenue in the national accounts is both an embarrassment and a condemnation for the state. This was the opinion of senior counsel Israel Khan, who yesterday called on Finance Minister Cole Mimbert to tender his resignation over the...
You hear that? Senior counsel. And you know the first thing they're going to say? Hear what P&M people go say. Hear what they go say. Hey, Israel Khan is a UNC. He's a UNC. That's why he want him to resign. The Privy Council is UNC too, right? Yeah. Is the Privy Council UNC? Eh? But they go say that. They go start saying that. No. The Privy Council is UNC. Yeah? You know why they rule against the government? Because they have them law lords and them. 2 or 3 of them is UNC. Them is UNC. That's what I go say. That's why I'm telling folks. I'm telling you folks. I'm warning you all ahead of time, you know. Do not allow this government to bring that CCJ into Trinidad and Tobago, you know. Because them go win every single case, you know. Them go win everything, you know. Them ain't losing nothing, you know. Them not go be like West Indies, you know, and the Soca Warriors, you know. By the way, did I Oh no. That's supposed to be at 3 o'clock. All right, let me finish listening to this because I have a guest coming on at 3 o'clock.
Debacle, which he said continued to be a waste of taxpayers' dollars. Weighing in on the ongoing matter yesterday, Khan told Guardian Media, "I think he should tender his resignation," confirming it.
COP, I see you calling, so I will take this call. Where are you going? COP.
Wall Street. Good afternoon to you, Wall Street. Good afternoon to you, Uncle Tony.
Good afternoon.
Uncle Tony, take 2 grain of garlic, a piece of ginger, and the purple onion, and pound it up, boil it, and strain it and drink it with a little honey and a little lime. That go put your back on your foot.
You know,
something
COP,
telling me the cold bringing you down.
You know, I just eat that purple onion with my food, you know, just so you know. You know that?
Yeah, you need to do something like that.
Yeah, boy, that purple onion.
But Wall Street,
we
have the most disrespectful and deceitful, ungrateful, and lazy Prime Minister in this country. Maloney only playing he tiptoeing. He just didn't want to say Keith Rowley. Tell me whatever Kamala Prasad Bisesa said in the 5 years she was in office that is rude and disrespectful to anybody in this country. Gordon Joseph. You're ashamed to say Dr. Rowley?
Yeah. I catch you. You see what it is? Them fellas and them boy. Them fellas want to come and talk, but they're talking truth and they're doing this and this. When you ask them the hard questions, they ain't answering
it. All them PNM love Jesus Christ. All of them love Jesus Christ and love the Bible and love God. And all of them crooked. But Wall Street, you know, up to now, the Attorney General office not being investigated, Imbut office not being investigated, and the buck stop with the Prime Minister, and he take full responsibility. He take full responsibility for what taking place in the country. I think that Keith Rowley should be investigated too. Dr. Rowley is supposed to be investigated and be locked up too. He's supposed to get a handcuff on him because what they encourage in Trinidad and Tobago, especially with that refinery, was
COP. All right, I don't know. Maybe B Mobile must by COP though, I know. But hey, folks, let's finish listening. Let's see, go call back. Let's finish listening. Eh? This is not Wall Street saying it, or this is not the UNC saying it. This is a senior counsel in Trinidad. Eh? Same senior counsel that he paying them to take away for the law lords in England. Eh? A senior, not the same person, eh? But a senior counsel. They have to go with it. Continue to listen.
It was Bert he was in fact pinpointing. Khan emphatically replied, yes, yes. The Minister of Finance and the AG also. He went on to clarify that the role of the AG was to save taxpayers' money and advise the government in relation to litigation. And this is an obviously wrong application that they were making that the Privy Council criticized them severely. Khan said this meant the AG has received a criticism also. He said if it was confirmed that Reginald Armour had advised the state to pursue this matter, then he too should resign. The senior attorney pointed out that it would be interesting to know how much the state's attorneys had been paid in this matter. Khan added that the Privy Council does not go out of their way to criticize.
You know, that's an interesting point. I wonder how much them fellas and them was paid, buddy. That's a great question. You know? I know we like to ask questions. Eh? I wonder how much they was paid.
People like that, and its quasi-political statement. Why is the Minister of Finance not being investigated is a condemnation of this government and the Attorney General. Privy Council's ruling an important decision, Lala. Describing the Privy Council's ruling as an important decision, Attorney O.M. Lala yesterday said, it goes towards enforcing the independence of the office of the Auditor General. Reflecting on the circumstances of the matter, Lala said, the law provides for the Auditor General to be an independent officer, and the Constitution provides that there ought to be no interference. He said in Ramdas's matter, the perceived interference by the Minister of Finance raised grave concern. Addressing the public vilification of Ramdas thus far, he emphasized that this was not a final decision, but rather a preliminary ruling that allows her to move forward with her judicial review action. He underscored that it sends a very important signal that she should be allowed to have her case heard, and that the state has no merit cause they lost to the Court of Appeal and the Privy Council. Lala said independent offices needed to remain as such, and that any interference should be aggressively challenged. In this case, he said the country should have welcomed the thorough audit by Ramdas as to the financial discrepancies uncovered, instead of chastising and vilifying her. Lala said it was disappointing that the state had chosen to invest time and money to go all the way to the Privy Council to prove a point which the Court of Appeal had been very clear about. 5 law lords of the Privy Council dismissed the appeal brought by Imbert and the Cabinet after hearing submissions from attorneys for the state at the United Kingdom Supreme Court building in London, England, on Thursday. In the appeal, attorneys for Imbert and the Cabinet contended that the Court of Appeal got it wrong when it overturned the decision of High Court Judge Westman James to refuse Ramdas leave to pursue her case over the constitutionality of the probe. In June, Justice James ruled that Section 116(6) of the Constitution, which insulates the Auditor General from being under the direction and control of any other power or authority, could not apply to investigations, such as the one ordered by the Cabinet. He also stated that Ramdas failed to prove bias by Imbert. Weeks later, Justice Peter Rajkumar delivered the appeal court's review of Justice James' decision that the threshold for granting leave in such a case was low, before he and his colleagues remitted the case to be considered by another high court judge. Marvin Gonzalez, who is acting as AG in the absence of Armour, who is abroad, said, I don't think it will be appropriate for me to comment. The substantive AG may comment, if he so chooses. The dispute between Ramdas and the ministry. The dispute between Ramdas and the ministry arose in April after the ministry sought to deliver amended public accounts, which reportedly explained a $2.6 billion underestimation in revenue. Ramdas initially refused receipt as she claimed that she needed legal advice on whether she could accept them after the January statutory deadline for submission. Ramdas eventually accepted the records and dispatched audit staff to verify them. She then submitted her original annual report to Parliament, which was based on the original records. In subsequent legal correspondence between the parties, Ramdas claimed that her audit team was unable to reconcile the amended records based on documents it audited. She also contended that the amended records appeared to be backdated to the original statutory deadline in January. Ramdas also took issue with the fact that the discrepancy was initially estimated at $3.4 billion. Imbert repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, while his lawyers claimed that the reconciliation after the initial estimate revealed that the variance was in fact $2,599,278,188.72, which was attributed to value-added tax, VAT, individual, business levy, and green fund levy contributions. They also claimed that checks in relation to the approximate $780 million difference between the initial and final estimated variances were attributed to tax refund checks to taxpayers issued for the 2022 financial year, being cashed in the financial year 2023. They attributed the error to a switch from a manual to an electronic check clearing system by the central bank. They claimed that there was no backdating, as they noted that the allegation was made because a document related to the original public accounts was inadvertently included in the revised documents. They also contended that Ramdas acted illegally in initially refusing to accept the amended accounts. Imbert eventually agreed to lay the original report in Parliament and did so on May 24th. His decision was based on the understanding that Ramdas would issue a special report clarifying her initial report based on the amended records provided. The report was eventually supplied, but Ramdas maintained the similar concerns that were raised in her initial report. In laying the special report in Parliament, Imbert opposed comments made by Ramdas in an affidavit that her ability to perform a proper audit and verify the issues that caused the error was hampered as she was allegedly blocked by the central bank from accessing its electronic check clearing system.
Folks, the right thing to do is for both of them to resign. And if they don't want to resign, maybe the Prime Minister should call for the resignation. Think about this, right? The lawyers have spoken. And the thing about it is that the defense didn't even have to say anything, you know. They didn't have to say one word. Not one word. Remember Sugarlo said that song? Not one word. Mr. Florida, welcome. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Hansen. Good evening, Mr. Tommy Reyes. Good evening to all the callers, everybody in the live and chat. Yeah. Mr. Hansen, you know what is shocking to me?
Yeah.
This is not a PNM or a UNC thing. This is the taxpayers' money.
Correct.
$2.1 billion now accounted for. And PNM and them don't want to see where the money gone. They don't want to get the proper the information and the proper documents stating where the money gone. Mr. Hansen, if you convert $2.1 billion in US, that is a lot of small Caribbean island major part of the budget. And people in Trinidad, especially the PNM supporters, they don't want to know where the money gone. No. You imagine them comparing that to some fire truck with a pull out and live sport and that people, that your money, that's for your future, your children. It had no party in that, you know. It's like $2.1 billion TT, you know. And you know the defending Attorney General and the Ministry of Finance, they don't have to do investigation. Mr. Hansen, that just goes to show sometimes people deserve what they get. They need the flour with the devil, give them another eat it. How you can bring back people like that who don't want to know where their money gone? Mr. Hansen, it's sad, but look on this.
Banmea, the opposition was asking why they were shutting down the refinery. It was making a profit. The people attacked the opposition. Yeah? Now, Banmea, you see, it was making money. Out of the mouth of the Minister of Finance, the refinery was making money. Oh, God, it was making money. Yeah, the next one. Yeah, Patty. When was that video? Last week. There was a press conference. You didn't see the Ministry of Finance press conference? When the man say the refinery was a net earner of Forex. What does that mean? They were making money. But there was an ulterior motive why they had to close down Petrotrin. All you know what it is? Know what it is? And Patty, that wasn't piece of clip, eh? That wasn't piece of clip, eh? That was the main crux of the press conference. All you know, anyway, let me go for the break. All you know, WZYE used to be on a press conference, once. We get on it once, and after that, cancel Christmas. It was over for us. That was it. Folks, stick and stay. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you. We'll be right back after this break. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
It raises a question, ladies and gentlemen. If they cannot speak the truth in small things, imagine what they will do in big things.
Truth, they couldn't care less. What was wrong for them yesterday? Now 10 times worse, they have nothing to say. For everything they was complaining, now their silence is their fooling. So that's all in now to you I turn. Them deceitful people must go. Rowdy shut down Petrotrin, they say not a word. If you will see they do, them deceitful women and men. What is right and wrong is wrong. Whether it is spoken or not put in sound. Those who fear the truth, them hypocrite, will always hate the people who speak in it. There's 5 and 6 murders every day, with bullets and bloodshed everywhere. People are living in gripping fear, while the police tell you to pray. And the only reason you're still alive is nobody ready to take your life. For the right price, you could be history. That is where crime reaches safety and pain. Now it's armed home invasion from them, not our word. To condemn. Daily drive-by killings, they yet to be heard. To condemn. People charged with murder could escape jail, cause under the BNM they will get bail. But it's protest like rain, they go on down flat, flat, flat. If the UNC they do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to condemn. And set a deceitful BNM.
And of course, we are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Let me bring in my co-host here, the man himself, Uncle Tommy. Tommy, how are you going?
As good as I can. As good as I can. Challenges here and there, but I'm coping as best as I can.
There we go. That's the most important thing. Every day is a great day. Every day above dirt is a great day. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's quite true.
And we're supposed to have our guest joining us in a little bit. Let me play 2 voice notes before we go. Let me see. Let's play this one.
Good afternoon, Mr. Walsheet. So Mr. Walsheet sometimes doesn't get to watch your program, they're live. So what does go and watch over the program when the program finish and stuff. And I did hear you ask Gordon a question about if he thinks that Rowley is disrespectful. And I did hear Gordon say that sometimes he just talk something, but sometimes he should explain why. So trying to tell us that Rowley should explain why he does be disrespectful to us. That is one of the most high-class notations I could ever hear. Somebody being disrespectful to you, but them should explain why they're being disrespectful to the citizen. What kind of thinking that is, boy?
Tommy, let me take this call here for a minute. I'm taking this call here for a minute. That is the guest.
Yeah, well, I've been listening all along and as much as I can, and realize that a lot of people don't realize that that Auditor General matter could be bordering on a criminal activity, and it may require the law to review what's going on and see if there's anything that's worthy of being
Selwyn.
a chargeable offense.
No. Call me.
When you really think about things, it's not party.
It was a StreamYard link.
It's national issue. It's a national issue. Yeah, that Auditor General matter is bordering on criminality.
Oh. Okay, I guess they heard the discussion. That was the guess. Sorry about that, Tommy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying the Auditor General matter is bordering on criminality. The law needs to look into it and see if somebody has committed a crime. It's not a party matter. It's a national issue. It's a patriotic eye that has to be looked when it comes to looking into things like this.
Oh, Mr. Street.
KFC, hold on. KFC, hold on. Go ahead, Tommy.
2.6 billion smackers isn't peanuts, and
for the PNM people, it's peanuts. KFC, welcome. KFC, go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Uncle Tommy, man. You're coming late. Well,
yes,
better late than never, man.
Better late than never.
I see you showing that video with Juki Face there, but so you come to the nation, you will find out making money, so what I put down for the first for.
And you know what's sad, boy? You know what's sad? What's sad, boy? Patty wants to know when that video was. And that video was last week. Imagine that. That video was last week. The man come and tell the whole public. That was tell all the throw the PNM government under the bus. We find we was making Forex, and we have big Forex problem in Trinidad and Tobago today. Even the IMF getting involved. The IMF getting involved with Forex in Trinidad and Tobago and telling them they had to lift them restrictions. We go play that for you too. All the thing is government wicked and evil in joke.
People like the PNM, you know what shit? I was there and slept with the face there, though.
Yep.
I'm careful right now. Everybody in the country.
Yep.
Let's PNM, boy. Let's PNM. But all you, what's that? What should you say, Colombo and the minister? I don't go, but the whole PNM, I don't go. The head and all that to go.
Yeah.
Let's political. Let's PNM, boy. Let's PNM, boy.
All of them.
What should I look? Boy.
Yeah, man. Every one of them. Huh? Yeah. I'm over defender Patricia. I think the law letter and them crazy. That press conference was Tuesday going, yeah. Patty and them see that. Them see that. You think them playing that on them programs on the Mugabe station in the morning? Nah. Not over. Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, good evening again, Mr. Hansman, Mr. Tommy. Mr. Tommy, glad to see you. I hope you feel better. Take a rest and you'll be back out strong.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tommy, you're correct. Mr. Hanson, Patricia asking who the Ministry of Finance and the document is correct and all that. But you know what's this sad thing? When you're in your bank in Trinidad and $300 missing. You're going in the bank and you're not bad.
Yeah.
And you want to see where your money going. Where my $300? You talking about $2.6 billion, and you have nothing to say?
Yeah.
Mr. Anthony, I don't know. I really sad. Look on listening.
Not one word, but sugar not one word. Not one word. Petrotrin to be state-owned company. Petrotrin has faced a number of losses and challenges in recent years. 2017, Petrotrin recorded a loss of $2 billion debt. Petrotrin had a debt of $12 billion foreign exchange. Petrotrin lost foreign exchange by importing oil to supplement locally produced oil infrastructure. Petrotrin infrastructure was aging. Tommy, listen to this. He regurgitates something that the PNM government been trying to put out in the public domain. You understand? But the Minister of Finance came and tell the people exactly what people have been saying now for years, that Petrotrin was making money.
That's right.
And not only that, it was a net earner of Forex.
In addition to that, if Petrotrin needed restructuring, you restructure it, but you keep the operation going.
You think it's easy? Hold on, caller, welcome. Mr. Point 14.
Yeah, loud and clear?
Yeah, loud and clear.
That video we're playing there within both the concern, the family. That video is a old video, you know. Because Lennox Smith has been playing that video for the past 3-4 years in the program. You know.
No, but you had a press conference this weekend.
I know. But I think that particular video is a old video. I think that was around either before or after Petrotrin had closed, but Lennox said they be playing it in the program.
Okay. We double check it because I get that from the program over the weekend because I cut it out of that program. He had a press conference on Tuesday.
Yeah, because I remember when Imbolt was saying that Petrotrin was a net owner, Lennox Smith had been playing that same video on the program for the past years.
Yeah. We will double check it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Bless.
How then?
Yeah. Yeah, because I get that from the press conference this week going there. You understand? Hey, Errol, call back. Don't blame me if your nervous system can't recognize the truth. Somebody said the most respectful person is the okay. Another person says, keep Christopher Rowley, some of the most nasty things come out of their mouth. Person said, Bandman, I call people for what? For how to change, for inciting. I think this is Bandman. Kamala has been compromised Wall Street. Where can we get a transcript of Stuart Young Zami coming? It sounded as if they have that bathroom thing on file. Got to run, bless. Okay. Paul Sang, Caribbean Soul, you're working too hard. These Balize junkies will never accept the fact. Brainwash for life. Patty says, Wall Street, you ain't there filing? That is the important question. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're live on WZYE, caller.
Good afternoon, Sir Tony, and good afternoon, Sir Wall Street.
Good afternoon.
And that Facebook user just regurgitating what the Prime Minister, that what they put in the public domain. No way fact checking. You can find that statement, what they put out in the general public, right, since 2018, right? It have Fisherman and Friends went to the Freedom of Information and get the evidence. You have a video trending on social media. But PNM supporters don't watch that. Right? You have the Ashley report, right? You have David Abdullah, who was a part of that. Mr. Tommy, I think I'll have to get David on the show, you know. Again, to reiterate, right? He was a part of the Ashley report. Petrotrin was never to close down. Petrotrin was to restructure, right? And no, under that report stated that Petrotrin had also closed down. So again, I find these things are supposed to be playing in the general public over and over. But these guys they're wearing blinkers, so they're not horse derby and they're only watching straight ahead of them. And they're only regurgitating what the Prime Minister say. But to start bringing, again, if we could get the video from Fisherman and Friends and try and get David Abdullah or somebody from the union, a young gentleman, I don't know his name. He was on some of these programs. He was on the Streets 95 on the evening program.
Yeah, I saw them. Yeah.
Giving evidence. And these, we have to keep on putting it in the face because I don't know when they will wake up. When they will wake up, they're only going with these lies that this administration call the PNM putting in the general public and trying to distract. They're trying to distract nobody, you know. They're only gullible to what the Prime Minister said. It have all the information out there. Right? And we're supposed to be lost in stressing out ourselves and what they're trying to. This Facebook user, where you get that information? $2 million and $12 billion for Petrotrin. Man, not listening. Good program. Waiting on your guests.
All right, man. Listen to this.
Hi, my name is Gary Aboud. I am the Corporate Secretary of Fishermen and Friends of the Sea, Trinidad and Tobago. We went under the Freedom of Information to the Ministry of Energy and we got the exact data. For 4 years, Petrotrin did not rely on government subventions. So 2016, 17, 18, Petrotrin were not given 1 penny from central government. But yet the Prime Minister and members of his cabinet kept speaking about Petrotrin like if they were going to sink the national economy, saying that if they were kept going, they would lose $2 billion a year.
The government is not closing down Petrotrin. And in case you were just opening your fridge and you didn't hear that when you closed the door, let me repeat it. The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
Dr. Rowley said the single payment of a U.S. $850 million bond, which matures in August 2019, plus the $700 million that the company is due to repay shortly after, was the basis on which he knew decisive action on Petrotrin's future could no longer be put off.
In short, the Petrotrin fix was always seen to be bad for politics and even one's political survival. But we have arrived at a place now where its ongoing failure threatens the national survival. The refining assets of Petrotrin can now be put in a separate company for opportunity attention. The OWTU will be given the first option to own and operate it if they wish.
So when people talk about Petrotrin bringing in US dollars, that is a completely false narrative. It was not a net earner of foreign exchange. It was draining the country's reserves.
But then, if that were true, and Dr. Rowley's statements were genuine, then why is there no evidence of any subvention to keep the company afloat in 2016, 17, and 18? And when they were paid in 2019, $1.2 billion from the Ministry of Finance, that was specifically to pay severance. So, are we being run by a government with integrity? Is the public interest being served by officers duly elected who are concerned about the welfare of the least privileged, or are they ambitiously seeking to become the most privileged? These are serious questions, and for those of you who listen to our presentation, I beg you to answer in your heart and in your conscience. When you go to the hospital and see sick people waiting 10 hours, how do you feel? When you go to take a bus and the bus doesn't come, how do you feel? When you drive on the road and you break your axle because the road isn't repaired, when you see WASA paying $1.5 million a day for salt water, desalinated water, and you see so much leaks, how do you feel? When you see a Prime Minister passing legislation that himself and the President should be paid their full salary for the duration of their lives as pension, but everybody else gets less, how do you feel? When you are lied to and have to pay triple for the price of oil and gas, when we had a company that could have produced and exported and kept our economy and of robust and vibrant statures, how do you feel when you see a private company that is secret, that no one knows who the owners are, making $400 and $500 million a year, selling oil and gas to ships, profits that should have been going to the national treasury? How do you feel when the application for that company was made 6 months before Petrotrin closed, when the applicants, Dr. Rowley's close friend, would not have known or should not have known of the planned closure of Petrotrin? When you are lied to and told that Petrotrin is sinking the economy, when for 3 consecutive years not a penny was paid in subventions, how do you feel? Well, for me, I feel like everybody's going to want to give me licks because they're going to say I should keep quiet, don't interfere with the big wigs, they will kill me, they will shoot me. But I feel sad when I see children fighting that don't have proper education, when I see people suffering, pensioners, when I see the Blind Welfare Association underfunded, PAVI. I don't feel good, I don't feel proud, I don't feel patriotic. And I call on you to say something, speak about this video, share this video. Thank you for listening.
So I didn't make that up. I didn't make that video. Tommy didn't make that video.
True.
The Minister of Finance told you Petrotrin was a net earner of Forex. I didn't do no artificial intelligence with that. The information is there, you know. The information is clear. The government was lying to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Not just the government, but Prime Minister Rowley as the leader of the party. Well, you don't know, you don't know this Prime Minister Rowley sometimes. Really don't know. So folks, our guest is in the background. Let's bring our guest in. Melville, welcome.
Simple, no pimple.
How are you doing?
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, man.
Yeah, man.
We had a delay on the play, but we still have.
Yeah. You're on Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. How are you doing, man?
I'm grateful, Uncle Tommy. Long time.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Blessings with all the dressings, brother.
So 2 things we had to get to. But I want to get to something that's dear to me, a place that's very dear to me. First, it's the Laventille road miles that you are looking to put on sometime in January. And I don't want, because if everything comes from me, people go say I this and I that and the other.
Wall Street this and Wall Street that.
Yeah. And Wall Street don't like this one and you don't like that one.
True.
I want you to tell the people about the Laventille Road Mile, which was the inaugural event in Laventille. I want you to tell people about this, tell them about the date and so on.
So what we have is the Soca Warriors Laventille Mile. And that's scheduled for the 19th of January 2025 from 1 to 6 p.m. on the Eastern Main Road. Those who are in Trinidad and Tobago will know where on the main road in Laventille, just past Coconut Growers. That should be, in the past, that was an identification for things on the Laventille main road where you pass Coconut Growers or Citrus Growers, where they did all the juices and all that in the cans in Trinidad, here in Tobago. So, and that will take us up to the Angostura Fernandez compound facility where the end of the race will take place. And just after that, to the corner, if you're acquainted with the geography of Port of Spain, there is the Mova Laventille, the Mova Junction as they call it. And that's to the left after the Angostura Fernandez compound. And there's a traffic light there with traffic going east, west, north, south from there. And that area would be, there's a relaxed area where the open space will be there for microphones, cameras, tents, and everything that people can come and relax and after the race in itself. But basically, the Soca Warriors Laventille Mile is being put together to celebrate Laventille and its contribution to Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, there are issues about Laventille and all that, but there are certainly very good things that come out of Laventille on any single day of the week. And some people will measure some of the negatives, and there are negatives everywhere in the world, my friend, I can tell you that. The Laventille is not unique to anywhere in the world where there are some challenges. But where there are challenges or where there's pollution, we have to come up with solutions. And we think that in going to Laventille and do this event, just to explain about the race in itself, the races themselves. On that day, we will have what? At least 6 mile races. And they'll come from the age group of like from 10 to 14 and up to 65 plus. There will be prizes for many of the kids who will participate in this. And in the initial stage of the race, and then to the other areas, there'll be prizes, cash prizes, and things. Well, for the kids, there will be other things like computers and all these activities that would help with the kids and their further development as youngsters. Now, the race, although would be in Laventille, is not designed, they say, for Laventille kids, but it's designed for kids all over the country who can decide to participate in this thing. Because what we must tell you that Soca Warriors, contrary to what many people think, is about football. But Soca Warriors is not about football. Soca Warriors represents the people of Trinidad and Tobago and their skills, the opportunities, and what they have to offer. So if you understand, because there are soca artists who sing all over the place, and soca is now an integral part, an important part of Trinidad and Tobago's fabric, as it were. So the race in itself, these races, will represent athletes in Trinidad and Tobago. And even if they're from another place and they're in Trinidad and Tobago and they want to participate and they register, they can participate and take part in the race. The race or the races. But I said there are 6 races and there are prizes that will range from different age groups, the categories of people who will participate, professionals, whatever. We want to invite, even for this event, like the soldiers, the army, the corporate companies that will see the need to participate, so they'll come out as a team and participate in the race. And there'll be special offers. Like if you're the army and you want to bring out a team of 100, we will do a special price, our prize attack for the people who will come out there and represent the army. So what we are doing is making sure that all aspects of people participate and get involved. So we talk about that kind of thing, but how about the monies and all that, the prizes and things. The prizes range from like for a mile race, whether you're male or female and you're in the prize category, you will get what, about $2,000 to start with for the winner of the race, and a 1 mile race and a $2,000 prize is certainly a very good one for that. And we hope to have a lot more, a lot of the athletes coming out to participate in this race. We'll recognize athletes who represented Trinidad and Tobago at the Olympic Games recently, and artists who have done tremendously well, and people who have contributed tremendously to the culture of Trinidad and Tobago, now coming out on that particular day and be recognized. So it's an all-inclusive day that we are trying to have. And Soca Warriors is now looking at how we can now put ourselves in the open, not what the football name has been pushing, but what the name Soca means to Trinidad and Tobago, and what Soca Warriors mean overall to Trinidad and Tobago, and what we can give, contribute, and recognize, and make it all inclusive to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. So it wouldn't be shelved, put in a corner and representing one aspect of the country, but all aspects of the people who represent Trinidad and Tobago and what they're contributing in that area. So that's an idea, Brother Slim and Tommy, of what this event is going to be all about. And artists, right? We have some big names who will come out there to participate, like the Laventille rhythm section. They're also in the mix to come out there and put some heat in the place on that day and bring people real lively activities. We hope to get the Laventille choir to participate on that day, and they are really energetic and exciting group. Some top artists in Trinidad will be coming out there to perform as well, and their names I would not reveal reveal at this initial stage. But when we have more confirmation on certain things, then we can say, well, hey, Selwyn Melville going to sing. Greatest thing in life, you could see me singing. But that's an idea of what we're all about and what we hope to do for Laventille and for that event, because certainly the start of this inaugural event and in Laventille, it's a testimony to the fact that they have done so much, and they should be recognized for what they've been giving and how they can be given certainly a fillip in the cap, and many of the people who in the community there who have done well be recognized and shown to the public their stardom and the qualities that they have and are given back to our people.
Brother Melville, so this is along the Eastern Main Road this is taking place, right?
Yeah, Eastern Main Road from, like I said, it would be like from what people know from Laventille as nearby the
CGO.
CGO, right, the coconut graves and all that up there, right up to the Angostura compound there. And we hope to get Angostura or Fernandez involved with the activity because they're an integral part of Laventille. And we have other things that we are talking about with them and possibly about and other companies and entities within the area to ensure that it's a full complement of the people and the businesses involved in the thing so that people will know, well, it's all inclusive and it's important for them to be involved to show their commitment to Laventille and its upward movement.
So somebody asking if that is closer to Erica Street. I think it's kind of in the middle.
Before
Street.
Erica Street.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, to be exact with you, where the race actually starts, those who know is at Simpson's funeral home. They have a car park there in the area before Erica Street. And that's where the race will start because the measurement for the mile is like from there up to Fernandez compound. I will give you the miles. So that's where we are working on.
So Selwyn, you talk about different categories, right? So you may have a category like for armed forces where you could have like the TTPS against fire service or the Coast Guard, the army. There will be a specific category for them. And will there be also a category for people who are working in the ministries, for example, like, the Ministry of Work could go up against the Ministry of Sports, the Ministry of Finance, and so on? Will there be separate categories for them?
Well, we are all inclusive, and while you may attach Soca Warriors to sport, we are beyond that. We're trying to bring everybody into the mix so that you will know that, as Maximus say, I'm a Soca Warrior. So whatever you do makes you a Soca Warrior. You're involved in this thing and you come to run. You're a Soca Warrior. So we are widening the scope and to ensure that corporate companies like the banks and all those will bring a team and participate in the event and mash up the place, as it were. So it wouldn't be just cultural activities alone. It would be the running and the activities of culture, making it an all-inclusive day for every single person who want to be a part of it. And if you cannot run and you want to walk the race, you could do that. And if you don't want to walk and you can't run and you want to come and sit down and listen to the activities of the cultural activities that will be there. And what we're also doing is to invite a number of the ministries and all that, the fire services, the police service, so that they can come out with their equipment or whatever and bring out, because they would now need to talk to the people a lot more because there's a concern about crime in the country. And not because we are going to Laventille, because there's crime everywhere in the country. Even in Tobago now we are seeing that more murders are being committed than before, and so concern should be around every part of the country of what is happening. So what we're going to do in all these things is try to make sure that we get everybody involved. So like the ministries and other agencies can come out and bring out their tents, their displays, come out there and show people some of the things that they have. That could be crime prevention. That also add to other aspects of developing people and seeing what's going on with the community, where they can do things to ensure that we're paying attention to what's going on and how we can uplift our people from every aspect of the country. And that's how it is.
So there will be an online portal where people can enter online. You can enter teams, you can enter individuals online, right?
Yes, we're working on all that to ensure, put everything in place. So that if you want, because you'll be in the summer, laventille.ent@gmail.com. That'd be the address, email address that would have people coming and registering the team and all those aspects. I also have one of the companies that dealing with the event that they're going to deal with the numbers and the medals for the company. They also have an outfit that will reach out to the people to help promote the event, and they can now register in all areas. So all those things will be in place, have been put in place already. And those who are running the race going to get a special medal to communicating the Soca Warriors Laventille Mile. So you can proudly wear that medal wherever you go after and say, I participated in the first ever Soca Warriors Laventille Mile. So we're not just doing that and you wear a medal, but you have something that is commemorative and you can walk with and show off that is your medal. So you finish that race. I ran in that race, and it was very important for me to participate in this inaugural activity.
Now, Selwyn, in order to get something like this accomplished, at the end of the day, it need money, right?
Yeah, we're begging.
Are you getting any support from the Ministry of Sport?
Well, let me tell you what's happening right now where government activities are concerned. We have to look beyond the government for this. And we're hoping, like even being here with you, we can reach out to a number of people and they understand what we are aiming at. And the times are very difficult and we need to have all hands on deck. So every business community we've been speaking with and we look forward to have will be able to say, well, this is very important based on situations and whatever factors that there may be. Because let me tell you the story about government. And people really don't know a number of things and they go to the government for support. But is that there very much? We don't know how much it is, but there are a lot of things that they have to come by with the government. We've approached the Office of the Prime Minister because the note came that once you approach the Office of the Prime Minister Cultural Fund, you can get money. Yes, we did, and we sent through. And the answer we got was that my company, Nasama Enterprises, is a limited company. And we also have to go through the process of doing for procurement. So when your business is set up, you have to have all these forms signed up and everything and get regulations, your limited liability, everything, so you're okay. And then when they got my letter, what they said was, well, our company is bordering 2 years, that one. Before it was, Nasama was a company, sole operated company by me. But then we have to do the other things to fall in line with the orders that are now set up by government regulations. And what you find out now is that, hey man, well, your company is not registered for 2 years yet. So then unless you're 2 years and beyond, that's the only way you're qualified to get money from the government or from the Prime Minister's fund. The Ministry of Sport tells you that you have to register, you have to ask them 3 months in advance to ensure that you can get their support. But then now, with the other aspect that will be when they look at the other, say, but okay, while you have all these things in place and you're early, your company is not registered as a limited liability for 2 years. So you're not allowed or in a position to get government funding for that kind of support. So you have to now look away from government. What I would say, I'm not getting into the politics of it because they have their rules and regulations, and many things that you don't understand, that some of the people, and this is not getting to critics or trying to fight government or whoever, what it is, but some of these people will know that people like me who have done tremendous work to assist in these politicians or whatever they call them, getting what they are looking for in life and their help and their exposure. People like me, my company, did a lot of things from a television aspect for them. And we're not here to call names or accuse anybody. What we'll say is that when you see this happening and when they show up on your doorstep, there are no rules and regulations. One came to me like a Saturday night, and then we were there before 6 o'clock on Saturday morning, and they came like after 8, 9 o'clock in the night. And we were out there videotaping, editing, and putting together. But now you can't go and talk to these people because they now have their rules and regulations in place, government-wise, and so there's an excuse there. I know a woman or person who, from the government position that she holds, she may have made some errors re the procurement aspect, and she is basically sent home as a result of they're not doing what is right. But if you understand what's going on with the whole procurement thing, most people are not even getting a call back from the government to get opportunities for business. So it becomes very difficult, really, to get support from the government aspect. I don't know if there's a shortage of cash and all these things, but it's not as easy as we used to think before. Or people would come to you and ask you for help, and those same people cannot talk to you anymore because they cannot help you. So it's real tragedy that you're having these things happening. And one man even said to me, he said, look, this whole procurement thing that's going on with the government, you may find that in the end that they have to cancel it because the people are trying to formalize and do the right thing. And then they are coming up against bricks and blocks and barricades and all this kind of thing and making sure that there's no entry pass. So a lot of people are now confused as to what to really do and how to make headway with things, re-government and support. So if we're not getting the private sector to participate in what we are doing, then basically right now we are doomed. And that's the reality. So I'm not here to sit with you and criticize anybody. I'm just speaking about the reality of what we are being faced with and what we have to do and what we are doing. And then we're still not getting anywhere with that with those things.
Let me say this, this is my opinion. It seems to me that if something is being done in Laventille, that the government, the MP, Ministry of Sports, to jump through hoops to make sure it get accomplished.
I hear you.
Because basically, Laventille is a P&M stronghold. This is my opinion now. And if the government is not involved in this, then to me, they should not put up a candidate in Laventille anymore.
Well, I hear you.
Ain't talk bad manners.
No, I hear you, and that is your right to say what you have to say, right? And I agree with you in making your statements. But as citizens there and the people, we have to, as people who do things, create events, and entrepreneurs and all that, we have to now look beyond. Because I think you listen around there, a lot of people are saying now, but we have to find ways and means to do things without looking at the government. Because with the government, these things are not really happening. So we can't really put our heart and soul behind the government structure. And when you go and you ask, you have a number of rules and regulations on the table that you have to fulfill. And if you cannot fulfill, if you can meet their demands, well then, I want you for you. Goodbye Columbus, nothing else to discover. So we have to know, or people have to know what they have to do, the business community, because they're also benefiting from the citizens. And they have to say, well, okay, we have to recognize, because I mean, you have businesses in the country, right, that doing, like, let's say, the fast food outlets. Who are the ones that contribute tremendously to these fast food outlets? Who do all the things? I mean, you go in town and you see what's going on. It's the poor people that buying. And I know that I've gone to do events, and this is not the first thing I'm doing. I put on aerobics for over 5 years of competitors from the US, the islands in the Caribbean, and all that came to Trinidad to participate. And there was no government involved in that. This was like Nestle, and they were doing that. So a lot of people, I went to do an event for netball, and the client I approached, I try to share with them that, look, these people from the 99% community, as you all call it, are the ones who support your business. And we would like to work and give back something to them so they could feel good about what they're doing and participating in the upward movement in the communities. And they said, no, sorry, I can't help you. And they said goodbye. We didn't do anything. Nothing happened. So it's confusing to see what.
I gotta admit, if this is an event in Laventille, if Ministry of Sports cannot be involved for whatever reason, the MP and the MP cannot just reach out to the business community in Trinidad and Tobago and try to get involved in that in that way, right? To me, and folks, I just put a link in the chat. It's a GoFundMe page where there's a GoFundMe fundraiser to raise money to put on these events. And I find that is sad. When you have to put on an event in Laventille, you have to go to GoFundMe to raise money to put on an event in Laventille. Eh?
Well, you know, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, when you have to put on an event in Laventille, you have to go to GoFundMe to raise money to put on an event in Laventille, right? And I'm not saying the government had to contribute the money. I'm saying that there are individuals in there who can reach out to corporate America and tell them, look, we have this community called Laventille. All about that community, right? Yeah, that community they put on the first inaugural Soca Warriors Laventille Mile. This is a good event, a crime fighting initiative. How can you guys help assist in that process? The MP, whoever the MP is, right? I hope it's not our fella. Whoever it is, right? Could help in the process. So I find that me personally, anyway.
Well, what's interesting, while you're hooting, there's a round coming to election time, and so there are those who politically inclined are saying, right, that'd be a positive idea for the government or government agencies to participate in, to assist on knowing what was happening in the country at the time. But if they choose not to, well, then I can't do anything about that, and I have to understand. I can't sit down there and cry over spilled milk or a lack of interest in doing anything. And there's a point of, well, sometimes who's putting on the event will create the atmosphere of exuberance and things like that. So we just have to do what is required of us. And the government, I would like to know that we put on this event, it comes off successfully, and that the people come out in droves. They give their unprecedented support for it, and it's a major success. And they know that without the government's assistance, that the people can still appreciate what's in their community, what's in their area, or their other citizens in the country see it as certainly very important for us to be paying attention in these areas and give back and give support. And that is the success for me, as that is support. That support is concerned. The other aspect would be, but that's your problem, brother.
What is your email address? I'm putting it in the chat. Nasama.
Nasama, Nasama.
Yes.
.ent at enterprises.
.ent.
.ent at gmail.com.
So it's nasama.ent@gmail.com.
Sí, señor. Exacto.
Folks, if you want Selwyn contact, I just put his email address in the chat. You can contact him there because we're gonna need all the support necessary. Because when you're doing stuff in Laventille under this government, forget cancel Christmas for you. You understand? Maybe you ain't doing it in the right constituency. Go do it in Laventille. You understand?
So,
you
know, the joke is, Brother Libon, is that there are people who are saying, boy, you go in Laventille and do that thing, boy. They have too much crime there with them thing there and all that.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna make no sense. You do that somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I can't deny Laventille is right because there's so many good people.
Hold on. Let's take this call. Caller, welcome. Caller. Caller, sorry about that. Quiet caller.
Yeah, no problem. That's evening, Uncle Tommy. Wash it again and the guest.
Yeah.
The gentleman. He look like a statesman. Yeah, he speaks like a statesman.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Wash it step away from the computer a few minutes. What are you trying to say? The no help he's getting?
Well, how do they spell no? You know?
ENM. Well, should you forget that the Prime Minister who said we need to wean ourselves off the government?
Yeah.
But sir, with all due respect, I don't mind putting something towards this GoFundMe in a very good way. But here I do not want, and this will get me very upset. You see, anytime you kick off this without help of the government, and they come in the last minute to take photo ops, I think I'll never forgive you for it. I'll be just blunt and honest here and talking from my heart. Because
I agree with you.
Yeah, far time on Wall Street, we keep doing these events and making it look like a government event when we didn't get no help.
Yeah.
And we're not doing that no more. So I tell you, Wall Street, I will spread the word. You know me, Wall Street.
Yeah.
I'll spread the word. I'll even donate big time. But anytime after this donation that we had to fight so much amongst ourselves to put forward a program, and then when the program done, we seen photo ops, I'll be highly disappointed. I'll never forgive this gentleman for it. Because if it was somebody else, they'll find a way and a means to do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Just like they find a way to give away Pantry and they go land.
Oh God.
That's not what I'm telling you.
No,
I'm very serious on this one here, Wall Street. I'm very serious. I'm not making no, this is not even a joke. I'm very serious.
But you know why?
We need to start to talk.
I'm passionate about Laventille, and I had to talk the truth. Anything with Laventille, and them don't want to be part of it. If you don't want to be part of the beginning, you shouldn't be part of it.
Don't be there at the end.
Simple.
Because what should I know of a program? I know of a program in Mova that the government didn't help, but the banner markup ministry has supported them.
Yeah.
When it was the closing ceremony.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know how that could be tricky.
Yeah.
So, sir, with all due respect, I will support this because this is a good initiative. This is the things I like. This is the things I love to see. But we also need to stand up against oppression also. Because to find 50 million in the budget to get the Prime Minister for entertainment, you know.
Yeah. 50 million.
Enjoy your evening, brother.
Yeah, man.
Good initiative.
Yeah. So Selwyn,
yeah, brother.
All we are saying, we're not trying to get you involved in politics,
No, I'm not there.
We're not trying to get you involved in politics. But me, as an outsider looking in, and a person who born and grown in Laventille, when I see a Laventille initiative, you know, let me take this other call. Caller, welcome. KFC, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Washington. Uncle Tom and brother. Wash it.
Yeah.
I was not watching on TikTok there. Yeah, I pay a lot of money to go to see snakes, and it's snakes right out there, you know. Because the brother they talk about the government ain't giving them no assistance, and that is a fear, and I'm sure they're supposed to get funding for the military and sports. What the government? I'm sure
you're supposed to find a way. Yeah, man. You're supposed to find a way. They'll find a way. So, anyway, but Selwyn, what you want to do? We want to bring you back in the week so we could flesh this out a little more, right? Because we almost to the top of the hour. We want to bring you back so we could flesh because you know me. Anything for well, Denise said, Selwyn, let me ask you a question. Denise wants to know if they could join in the middle.
If they could join the
government now. If they ain't come to the starting line, right? But when the race reach halfway, if they could join in the race halfway.
Well, from what I'm seeing right now, I don't think the government would really participate in any aspect of this because from what the request we have put in, because they've given us a stipulation of certain things, requests you have to make and the time in advance of making that request. for the government to participate in such ventures. And we've been given the indication that we didn't qualify because Nasama Enterprises Limited is not old enough. Although I'm in business for the last 21 years with the company Nasama, and also in doing all kinds of things for all aspects of people and donating monies to things like the orphanage in Trin City and all those things that we would have done, and huge sums of money for events that we raised money for and didn't keep for ourselves but to give back to the people. And then you find out that all what they have done comes up to naught because basically you ain't qualified. So I understand, and in life where there's pollution, there's solution. So you don't get up any morning and complaining about what's not happening in your favor. But you have to sit down and look at what you can do to make a difference within your society and for your people.
Selwyn,
yeah.
let me say this. My mentor before he passed away, he used to say, find a reason to. Find a reason to. If the government is really interested in changing the way things are happening in Laventille, they will find a reason to support.
Right.
And that's all I'm going to say. If they're really interested in changing the dynamics and the way things are going on in these communities of Laventille and environ, they'll find a reason. But anyway, we're supposed to stop here. Any closing words before you go? We will bring you back on Tuesday. Next time on Tuesday, we bring you back. So,
now I'm in trouble here because Slim, what's happening here now, right? I don't have my headphones, and the rain has come down heavily, so it's kind of affecting my hearing. And if I shout to get headphones, I'll be shouting on your microphone, and I can't do that here. Yeah. So I'm not hearing as well as I should be hearing right now. Probably because of nothing.
Right. So here we do. We'll continue the discussion on Tuesday. Right? We'll continue the discussion on Tuesday. I will call you. I'll call you. I'll call you.
All right.
Okay,
so
I'll call you.
I understand what's going on and how people feel. And I'm prepared to do the best that we can do for the people and not for the politicians. All right.
All right, man.
I appreciate you very much, brother. And
thank you, brother Melville.
All right, thanks. Okay, cool.
As we say, we soon talk.
All right, cool.
So thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you. Blessings to you too.
Tommy, I sorry. I sorry, because if you're gonna have certain initiative, Tommy, I'm not saying the government had to participate in everything. You understand? But I'm saying that the government could find a reason to, if they're serious. If they're serious about these, what else call them again? These hotspots. These hotspots. When you're having these type of activities, these are activities to bring the communities together, right? I mean, look, they had a football tournament in the Beatum. That was good, right? So these are things, initiative, in order to bring the people in these communities together and show them another way out. So what can you say? Folks, put your closing comments in the chat. Also put your closing comments in the thing. I have a voice note here. Let me see this voice note here. I had this voice note here sitting a while. Let me see something. Hold on.
Really? Somebody who had transcript? Really? Or probably they just become exposed to the politics 3 months ago. Lady or man? It was somebody who was in the bowels of the UNC, the first person to come out with that. The first person to come out with that. Tell me a lie now. Wall Street, tell me a lie now. And listen, I ain't going on comments what people make to see who is the worst, because I take umbrage to somebody describing me as Rawang, based on what they teach Rawang is and what Rawang did and all kind of thing. But that's no problem with you, a black man like you, who always well, let me change it. I was going to say who always promoting black, who say they're always promoting blacks, up to now, I'm waiting, and I'm sure I am not the only one, waiting to hear your response to that Rowan comment that not for the first time came out. Are you for real, boy? You, Mr. Mike Chumakan friend, still is and will always be. You for real, boy? Take your 2 fingers and squeeze your ears and tell me if you're feeling anything. I want to know if you're for real, boy. Nah, boy. Rowan.
Folks, we'll be right back. Stick and stay. Put your closing comments in the chat, or you can send your voice notes. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. So, Tommy, another day is done.
Yes, sir.
I hope that this Laventille, this inaugural Laventille Mile is able to come out successfully. And, folks, I put the GoFundMe page in the chat. And a person, I don't want to call the person name, but a person who's in our chat, Tommy here, was the sole instrumental person behind setting up the GoFundMe page. I want to thank her very much for doing that. I don't know if she want me to call her name, so I ain't going to call her name. But she was responsible for setting up the Laventille, the Soca Warriors Laventille Mine GoFundMe page. So I want to thank you very kindly. KFC.
What a nice day. What's the name of the program, Laventille?
Is the Soca Warriors Laventille Mile.
But that was remember that's a very similar so in the search corridor, the mine for Petrotrin, right? Well, he talking so much, he not good at the government, but the government supposed to be glad. So I'm gonna have immature going on there in the community. They're supposed to be sponsoring that.
Correct is right. And listen, and if they don't want to sponsor it, they're supposed to galvanize the business community to get them involved. That's what it's supposed to do.
The government get involved in it, though.
Boy, it's easy.
Whatever the government and the vote. Yeah. Uncle. Hi.
Oh yes. What's going on?
Yes. Up. Caller, welcome.
Good afternoon, Uncle Tommy on Wall Street.
Yeah.
From Carnage.
Yeah, man.
I born in Laventille. Chris Gallan Laventille to be. So
yeah, man. I know where that is.
A baby.
Yeah.
So I familiar with the place, CJ and all these and restaurant thing, and it's a good initiative. But let me bring my point. The PNM going all over the ECS corridor, having sports day, sponsoring sports in the event, football. They now open something in Diego Martin again, just trying to. It's a political stunt, right? But this gentleman is not. He don't seem political, right? And if you're not political with the PNM, they will not. They don't care. They won't try to support you at all because what these groups in this community doing, what they're doing is PNM party groups. They form an organization and trying to build support for the general election. So I could be wrong in my analysis, but this guy, if he not a part of no party group, the members must be not affiliated with the PNM. So they will watch at him because it's what I want to say. I want to use the word alleged, but I don't think they will support the initiative like that way they're supposed to, because Laventille is the is the bowels of the PNM, right? And they're supposed to put greater initiatives towards that. Minister in the Ministry of Sports, right? You should open you should open your arms to this organization and make sure this thing's successful.
Correct.
But you know why it have nothing to benefit out of it. Locked on and listening.
Yeah, man, thanks. All right, let me give this is my closing quote. A huge shout out to the people who haven't felt okay lately, but still get up every day and refuse to quit. You got this. My closing quote, a huge shout out to the people who haven't felt okay lately, but still get up every day and refuse to quit. You got this. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall say that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Thank you very much. Go ahead, Tommy.
Thank you. My first quote is from Marilyn Monroe, of everybody else. I restore myself when I'm alone. A career is born in public, talent in privacy. Like I say every time, you, the man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe out there. See you, hopefully, God willing, tomorrow evening, right here.
Thank you, Tommy. Let's
Thank
go to the
you.
voice notes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Washi. Good afternoon, Uncle Tom. You all have a blessed day. Until tomorrow, meet again. Mr. Washi, every time we have something in the PNM Stronghold constituency, we want to have a go for me. We had to be coming and begging. And the supported the PNM for so much years. The PNM should get glad to be in that and contribute. Mr. Washi, I wish you all the best. If I anything small, I can contribute, but right now, I need help too. The place hard.
Oh, God. Let me get this next closing quote.
Salo, I am hoping that you get through with your venture because it is exactly what I applaud and I love to see happening because unfortunately, too much people, and this part of it is what I agree with the Prime Minister. We know of the government because your attitude can be, we want to do this, but you have to go to the government for money. You want to do that, you have to go to the government for money. Eh? The government don't have a money mill, no. They don't have a money mill, no. Okay? Look at the other things that they have to be dealing with. You won't be comfortable if your grandmother can't get pension because they take money to help you with a little football competition. You won't be comfortable with that. So, Salo, I hope you get through. Whatever God allow me to help you with, I am definitely going to do that, especially as I from Parsley Street. You understand? So we'll make contact and we will organize. All right? So it's nice that you talk like a true professional day. You understand? Tomorrow, please God, I will deal with this some more. I'm trying to be like my height. All right? So all the blessed folks, have a God day still. And remember, God is the boss. Yeah? Talk to him now. He's always willing to talk to you. All right?
You know, Tommy, it's interesting, but when you're in HD or HDD, it's sad, hypocritical, deceitful, and disingenuous. What about all them people making all kind of money from the government on contracts? All of them. Why of them? Why do they win themselves off the government? Why is Stuart Young the winning any family of the government? Eh? Why all the rest of them don't win themselves off the government? You come with this type of anyway. Let me cost the people radio station before I lose the license. Eh? Let me cost before I use the license. I see Brooklyn make some kind of thing there. Brooklyn will make there. I go deal with that tomorrow. Let me get these closing quotes here. Miss Atlanta says, stop using your energy to worry. Use your energy to believe, create, love, grow, glow, manifest, and heal. A person becomes 10 times more attractive not by the clothes they wear, how much money they make, or the latest mobile phone they own, only for his deeds of humility, respect, honesty, and love that he has to give. Canoe Reeves. Sound source, life for everything. Okay, that is on the WhatsApp. Let me go to the chat. Let me see. Closing quote. Somebody says, Rawan was a great king, but because he let power go up to his head and started to do wrong things, that caused his demise. Okay? So just the soldier said, Rawan was a great king, but because he let power go up to his head and started to do wrong things, that caused his demise. Hanif says, it's difficult for a starving man to consume solid food. Okay, hold on. Volsang closing comment. The blind support is overwhelming, but truth and enlightenment will prevail. Okay, let me see if there's any others here. Mr. Intellectual closing comment. A prophet is not accepted in his own land. Okay. This fellow have a thesis for a closing comment. All right, so I think that's it enough. All right, folks. I hope they fix that thing with them Facebook user thing. So, folks, the GoFundMe page is in the chat if you need it, and Selwyn email is also in the chat if you need it. Okay. We are out of here. See you guys tomorrow.
God willing.
Yes, God willing. 7 to 10 p.m. We are out of here. Later.
Try to be happy, relentless search for luxury, in search of peace and happiness, the human mind wouldn't rest. A constant nag within we soul, demanding respect from the world. We get the urge in different form, but luxury is the norm. Money is very essential, but can't buy peace of mind at all. We still like dogs without a bone, if we have the money alone. Because appreciation plays on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because importance, if we are trying to live, everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously. game. You do anything to get a good name. Some wealthy men turn to suicide. Can't find food to feed their pride. The AIDS and cripple in the ring, fight to be like a king. Children become delinquents for lack of love from their parents. That's why appreciation is most important to man. Appreciation based on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because important, if we are trying to live, everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously. Solution to bad industrial relations. Employees will gladly draw their pay and do the job half the way. When workman feeling unwanted, the working spirit is daunted. He comes on the job and fool around. Production going down. Just make him feel significant. You get him do anything you want. A pat on the back is the best move for relations to improve. Appreciation based on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because important, if we are trying to live, everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously. Our deepest craving is common. All we need is attention to put us in the happy zone, regardless of what we own. Life is lonely without it. Each one should give a little bit. What you want your neighbors do, then life on earth will be true. Take a tip from the scripture. Appreciate one another. Share your love and make the mold for total peace in the world. Appreciation based on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because important, if we are trying to live, everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously. Because important.